Yeah, Therapy Bros! I haven't unmuted Discord yet because I'm talking about stuff that may or may not be kosher to live stream on the internet. How's the music volume? I feel like it's loud. Oh, you guys are muted until we start playing D&D. Like, I have Discord on a separate channel, so go fucking wild. Loud compared to my voice. That might have been too much. Where are we sitting there? That's good? Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that should be right about there. I need to play with some settings too, because I fucked with them the other night when we were watching The Hobbit. All right. I'm excited. I love D&D. Especially because I won't be able to play for 2 weeks after this. We gotta make this a banger. That's nice. Yeah. Oh, I've heard good things about Monk. Yeah, befriend your therapist so that you get free therapy accidentally. What's how's Valheim going, Christopher? What's up, you? How you doing? How you doing? Ah! I don't know why I went to this. We could do Big Peter for a little while. Only real gamers swindle their therapy. That's true. They're talking therapy stuff in Discord, so I'm not streaming that because that could be with strangers on the internet. That's a little, you know. So if I randomly talk about stuff that are not what chat's talking about, that's why. I'll unmute Discord for you guys in a second. What? I'm not bound by HIPAA laws. This is just like I'm a good friend kind of deal, you know? We finished up. We made good progress. Hell yeah, and you just got home? What up? That's great. Welcome home. I'll just piggyback on that and say meditation has changed my fucking life, dude. It has helped me with my anxiety and my ADHD so incredibly well. I only meditate 15 minutes a day. But like just the effort in that has just been such a switch in my life that I cannot explain. Like I'm so like, I don't know, I feel more competent in like tackling issues as they come up since I started, because before I would just fucking spiral. It's awesome. Yeah. We're talking meditation. The Calm app sponsorship? I wish. I have the Calm app through my work. What? That's so nice. Nice. This stream sponsored by BetterHelp. I don't. I would not take a BetterHelp sponsorship. I'm gonna be real. Having used BetterHelp, like, BetterHelp's so fucking expensive, and you can't use your insurance to pay for it. So, like, unless you have just a shitload of money, it's really hard. Yeah, it's a ripoff. Because you can still do virtual therapy with a therapist in your area. Like, you can do virtual visits, and they'll take your insurance if you have insurance, and it's usually cheaper. BetterHelp is ridiculously expensive. This stream's sponsored by Talkiatry. I've never seen that TikTok ad before. I'm kind of glad I haven't seen the Talkiatry ad. Because it sounds annoying. Just by the name. Correct? Yeah, I have a feeling. I'm on the camp of indulge your vices every once in a while, because that's good brain chemicals. So like soda, there are worse things you could do. As long as it's not every day, and as long as you're not just consuming like a 2-liter every night, it's not gonna really fuck you up.
One can of soda and 1 cup of tea a day. That's my caffeine. Like,
yeah.
I don't smoke. I drink now.
Stand
like
up and
once a
stretch
year,
already.
Essentially, right. I don't do drugs. Like,
yeah.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. This is rough.
And I have a genetic disorder that always will keep me skinny, so might as well take advantage of that shit.
Woo! Forever skinny! Yeah! I wasn't ready to stand up and stretch yet. Ugh. Take my Crocs off for now. It's finally warm enough where I had to set up my fucking air conditioner again.
Oh.
So that was fun the other day. Get warmed up. Get a little limbered up to rizz it up, you know?
Hell yeah.
The ship isn't gonna captain itself, especially when we're trying to do a prison break.
Yeah, if I recall, I mean, I'll bring this up if I do a brief summary of what we did last time, but we ended and there was no plan, right? Like we had come
Yes.
to no conclusions.
The only plan was to get inside, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like people are adoring the hostage swap idea.
You're
Oh,
like, "We're
that's
sleeping
right,
on
right. We did have the hostage slot idea, but like, we don't have anybody.
Well, yeah, that's what information gathering is for.
Yeah, okay, but like, I don't. It sounds like that's. I feel like we'd come up to too many dead ends, and we'd run out of time, and then like somebody would fucking die, or.
Well, that's what I was gonna check also, like what's the plan with the prisoners? Are they just gonna stay there forever? Is there a planned execution? We don't know.
Right. No, and I'm down for that. But just from like what we heard last time, it sounds like they got pretty much everybody they fucking want at the moment, right? Besides like maybe us, like they've really cracked down on this whole smuggling ring situation. So like what hostage would we be able to take that's valuable enough to them to swap for all of our friends that are in there? Unless it's legit like the Rizzler's sister.
Coming from the best, and if we get someone important, like the best embassy.
Well, the order's coming from the Vest, but we don't know because Tariq is also here, right? So
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So that's why we need.
like, are they
information
really
gathering to figure out who
coming?
put out the hit. Like,
dude,
was it the?
I-
Was it Shizu's people? Was it your people?
no,
Was it
yeah.
the best? Who knows?
I know I see what you're asking, and I think we
don't know
should
the
look into
bargaining
it.
chips we have.
We don't know the bargaining
That's one.
chips, but we also don't know how much time we have, if there is a limit at all. So I think that should be step one, is to figure out what the timeline we're working on here is. Because if it's like, oh, they're just gonna chill on this prison island indefinitely with no like planned executions or whatever, because like the galactic legal system takes months to get you to trial, cool, we have time. But if we don't have the cool, we have time, we can find hostages, whatever, or we don't have time and then we have to like think on our feet. So I think we need to establish a timeline or a time frame at least first.
I agree.
Cool.
Aye.
Yeah, because I think at the end of last session it was just like, I don't know what to fucking do yet. Like,
Yeah.
this is a lot of information all at once.
That's why I was like, I mean, because there was absolutely no thought of
Yeah.
this plan, and how I was like, oh, what do I?
What up,
prep for
Crystal?
today? So, if you guys end up doing something that I didn't foresee, it might be a little slow on the uptake, but bear with
Hey.
me for today.
You know, we're experts at doing the unexpected.
Yes, that is true.
I told you what I'm expected to do. I don't know what you want from me.
Yeah.
It
the-
never works out that
yeah,
way, Taylor.
we have just presented a solid foundation for what we're gonna do. Granted, it's a very, very large umbrella for like
I mean,
what
it's a
we
better
could do.
umbrella than, let's go shoot the drones.
Yeah, it is a better umbrella than like, let's break them out. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is, the last time I thought I prepped enough and knew what you guys were gonna do, you unexpectedly, purposely walked into a trap while the group was separated, jumped off a building, fought through an explosion and random people's apartments, ran down the street collectively, and killed a person on a map I didn't have prepped before the session started and didn't have stats for before the session started. So
It's
Pretty
easy.
fucking
They
cool,
were-
right?
They were let go to go warn the others. Like,
Yeah,
tell your
that's true.
True. You let them go, but the
We
point
were
remains.
merciful. Yeah.
That was an entire session of winged content because you guys didn't do what I thought you'd do at the very beginning of the session.
You're welcome. That was a great fucking session.
That's hilarious.
I think the best part was Chris Kua, speak of the devil, coming and saying, Captain, right in the middle of my RP for no reason. That was
Yeah.
the best
Forgot
part.
about
Oh man.
Alright, what?
We were talking about the session with the going to the apartment building and jumping off it for no reason. And the best part of it to me was you just not understanding you weren't in the scene anymore.
Yeah.
You're just going, hey, Captain, right as I'm talking.
Okay,
It was
my
so
brain
good.
had 90% deleted that file, and you just hit the cancel button at like 10% left, dude. I'd forgotten all of that just out of pure.
And look at this new screen! Look at everybody! You got Chris above me, you got Chris over there, and then Taming all the way down, who doesn't want to show his face on the internet, so we substituted his character art. Look at us all here! Look at that! I worked so fucking hard on this shit, man.
I guess somebody called Chris Kua the great role player.
Yeah, we do need a Chris Kua is a great actor, role player
Just
subreddit.
backfired anyway, Taming, because that whole fucking thing is all my players memeing me from every campaign I played.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. That seems a little
I said I'm
outrageous.
excited for the session. I made a post. Did you comment? Huh?
Nope, don't have a Reddit account, plus half of the fucking
Wait, what?
comments
Oh,
in that.
that's a
are
spin.
just- yeah, it's just people being like, he's a gaslighter. And I'm like, why
I
is
didn't
that gonna be
say
my
that.
Reddit reputation?
What do you want me to do? Want me?
Moderate your content, you fucker. No, I'm kidding.
Moderate your content. Awesome.
Your community is out of control.
Fucking have to build a full personality.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Everything.
Okay, so now I'm curious. Because there are 4 distinct members on that subreddit. Me, Taming. I don't know if Chris Kua has a Reddit account.
Nope.
Okay,
I think
so
it's just random people.
no, I don't think it is.
No,
Because-
these are all people I know.
Okay, so then one has to be Anna.
Yes, one is Anna.
Okay, so then the 4th is an unknown. To us, at least. Which is even funnier.
I wish I was subversive enough to have actually created a fucking account that you guys are not familiar with
Dude,
and
that
just
would have been so
be as a
good.
participant. Unfortunately, I'm just not that involved in this specific joke. And
Crystal,
I'm
he
sorry.
is, he's eating
Give me 2 weeks,
salsa.
I'll do it as homework. I'll just fucking make a whole bunch of like filler like bot accounts and just absolutely populate them.
That's so much work, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is like, you know, that's a lot of effort, bro.
That's a lot of work.
I'm gonna drive a tractors around it, bro. I got things to do, man. Irrigation water turns on in 10 days. I'm fucked.
Hell yeah,
Wait,
dude.
isn't it 2 people then you don't know? 'Cause
Uh,
it's you, Taming,
hold on.
and
I haven't checked in a
Anna,
minute.
But there's 6 members.
Oh, there's 6. Last I checked, there were 4. Oh god.
Okay, yeah, there's 6 members now.
Subreddit is growing quickly.
Yeah.
Front page, here we come.
Oh.
You know, funnily enough, that meme would turn into Chris's worst nightmare, like very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It'd be great though, actually. I think that would just play into it.
He would be able to quit his job and DM full time for money. If he had a subreddit on the front page of Reddit, then people would be like, "Oh, I want him to be my DM." Then we could put
I
up a
literally
fucking
just
bidding
had this
war.
conversation with someone.
Hey, there you go.
Dude, wasn't
I think it's a dumb idea.
wasn't
Yeah.
there,
I
like
would
an
do it.
IPO that was just released for Reddit? Like a stock evaluation or whatever?
Are they doing an IPO?
I think they already did, and it
Oh.
like released.
Oh, I have no idea.
Dude, they offered
miss eating salsa? That
shares of the
sucks.
company like in the stock,
I love salsa.
essentially as a bribe. It almost feels like I don't think it's an actual like payment scheme. They offer them to the moderators that have been like self-selected and shit to Reddit as I don't know part of their compensation package to stay on as moderators or something.
Reddit mods get paid?
In like stock options, supposedly.
Like staff
Reddit
moderators or
IPO.
just subreddit mods? It'd have to be
I don't
staff
know.
mods.
I just remember like hearing a news story about it. I was like,
Yeah.
that's the craziest fucking thing I've heard to me.
I thought you got paid in like being allowed to sexually harass people.
Yeah, it's a power thing.
Yeah, I thought like the Reddit mods were like notoriously very, like, dictatorial almost. It's like just a handful of them control like most of the subreddits.
Yeah.
It has to be said. That's what I
Whatever.
was saying.
Great.
Hey guys, D&D.
What up?
What up?
What up, Chris?
Oh wait, do you want to say how your week was, Chris, before we start?
Yeah,
How my week was?
we have
Yeah,
covered
because
this
we've
so
been
far.
chatting and stuff beforehand. So.
Dude, it's really just agriculture shit. Truly. Pipes are coming in. The water starts on the 20th, and I'm doing tractor stuff, and I'm buying chickens.
Epic.
I'm like literally doing full ag shit. Oh, I got Roombas. Do you guys have Roombas?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure taming doesn't. It's phenomenal. It's a huge convenience. I feel like it's a huge data compromise, but I love having my floors like swept clean like perpetually. It still makes me feel like superior to the algorithms that dictate my daily life.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, maybe it's a little bit of projection, but whatever.
Jesus. Taming just dust busted us.
Yeah. I have all hardwood floors, so I have a special dual mop / vacuum in one thing.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. That's what
Quite nice.
one of my Roombas does. It just like goes around and just like fucking mops all my hardwood or my hard tiled floors. It's awesome. And my
Thanks,
floors have,
Timmy.
like,
I
never
spent like
fucking
an
been
hour
cleaner,
trying to
'cause
figure out how to
living on a
make it
farm is
work, but I
dirty
did
as
it.
shit.
I can
Next
do
week
this
we're
for
missing
roleplay stuff.
because Peter's going to Canada or Chris is going for a wedding.
I'm
Almost.
doing both of those, but on
Yeah.
different weeks.
You're also going to a wedding?
No,
No.
I'm the wedding guy
Yeah,
and the
he's
Canada
the wedding guy and going to Canada. I'm going to California next week for a birthday.
Yeah, so he's California next week for a birthday. I'm going to a wedding this weekend. And then the week after he's in California, so the last week of the month, I'll be in Canada.
Okay,
Last
so we're
full
missing
week of the
2
month.
weeks in a row, and
Correct.
we're already like dictate that. Okay, got it.
Correct.
Okay, so next session from hiatus will be May 1st.
Correct.
Very good. All right. Now that all of that is established, that means it gives me like the rest of the month, which is the start of the spring season. So I'll probably be busy as fuck.
Wow.
Wow, putting on muscle though, dude. Lifting heavy things.
Nah, farm
Where did you
equipment
go?
isn't heavy.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was saying, this could be the roleplay
So
stream.
you're doing the
and then I
tried
can
and
pull up
true
the map if
medieval
I
workout.
want, but I don't have to. And
Yeah,
then
really
I
farm.
also
Literally,
have
yesterday,
preserved this one for more
Chris,
intense
I
stuff.
thought this was just such a funny anecdote. I was driving
yeah,
around on my
pretty
tractor and
stoked.
I was going like full Caddyshack on these gophers that have like infiltrated the field. So I'm like Tom Hanks or whatever, like go like full fucking psychotic, like trying to murder these fucking rodents, right? And so I'm riding around with my noise canceling headphones on, so I can blur out the super loud sound of the tractor. I'm listening to like a fucking neuroscientist, like breaking down like some like advanced like medical phenomenon, like in one of the audiobooks I'm listening to. I just kind of looked out. I was like, man, this is just such a fun, like the duopoly of man or whatever, It's like,
Duopoly?
I live in a paradox, dude. I'm like two completely polar opposite dynamics.
That's hilarious.
I thought you might find some interest in that.
It's a funny life that we live in now.
It's funny. It's
In many
weird,
ways.
dude. Every day I'm like, we live in a simulation.
Yeah.
Not really, but like, it's an easier explanation or just like broad generalization and oversimplification of the chaos that we live in.
Yeah. But just for future reference, so you don't make Pete laugh hysterically again.
Duality of man.
It's not the right word. It's
No,
duality
man,
of man.
Oh, duality.
Yeah.
Duality. But just fucking whatever, dude.
I already
That's
put
a
in the
fun one.
quote channel so I could remember it. Sorry, immortalized.
The concept of a duopoly, though, it's like it's the two forces fighting over you, and they have absolute jurisdiction over your psyche. It's the two sides pulling in either direction, but they're in like a perpetual struggle. Pepsi versus Coke. I'm just trying to.
The
justify
duopoly
the
of
wrong.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just-
but
no, there's an audio file.
nice job, Tim. No, all I'm
got
saying is,
cheeks, too.
by saying a duopoly, you're limiting it to only two forces acting on the.
When there's vastly more.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Okay, that's fair. Thanks, Taming. Dude, Taming is... Taming is like better than any AI assistant that you could ever want, man. He's
Is
constantly
he?
listening, perfectly pulls the audio clip and fucking sends me the MP3 just to spite me.
I feel like Taming is a
It's
terrorist.
next level memeing.
I think taming is he's just a well-practiced terrorist.
He's
Yeah.
a well-oiled machine, dude. He understands.
Like
You do this shit for years, man.
yeah, exactly.
Posting is a true art form. I appreciate it.
My god.
All right, Chris, that's how my fucking week is been. You wanna fucking read us in, baby?
Yeah. Okay. Last session of our Starfinder campaign.
Hell yeah.
You guys got to the delivery point for your last shipment of cargo. Searched around on this planet, Marixa, in the Marixa Republic. It's their capital planet, a predominantly human galaxy. But you guys didn't really know very much more than that because everyone failed culture checks and such. But as you were exploring the commercial district of the main city that you guys had landed in, trying to look for your contact to sell the stuff, you ran into problems being that a bunch of shops and whatnot had been shut down and raided, including the one that owned to our person that we were going to sell to. So a bit more digging and some investigating, we found the guy hiding out in a building where they apparently were dispose of unclaimed dead bodies in the street. And he said he would still buy our stuff for a pretty decent price, though you guys negotiated a lower price in exchange for be given access to a wider smuggler community, essentially. So like in the promise of more work in the future. He said that was fine and would meet you in a few hours. So you guys went back to your ship to prep the cargo and get ready for him to take all your stuff. But then got an emergency message where he said he was arrested and then just sent some initials. The more investigating, we find out these initials correspond to a state-of-the-art prison where prisoners are held on individual artificial islands in the middle of the ocean. And it is like a mind rewriting dystopian type prison. And not only did you find that out, but as you were investigating and trying to find who else was on this prison island with him, turns out that all the prisoners on this island are people that we have interacted with since stealing our ship, including some people that we are quite close to, such as Tarika, and like the crew, or not the whole crew wasn't there. Apparently it was just Neva and Dizzy. Jinx and Nemolith are not on the list, but like our kind of associate, frenemy, Reigen, etc. So all of these people were on a list on this island. You guys found out a few things about the island. So it has extremely advanced anti-aircraft artillery. So flying our ship seemed ill-advised into it. But it is also an unmanned facility, so it is only guarded by security drones, presumably, though you don't have details on how many or what type. Visitors are allowed to visit at any point, though you have to take a company-sponsored ship or like boat over there, so they like confiscate all your weapons, etc. And make sure like if you go there, you also have to take that boat to get back out, etc. So it doesn't make it super easy, but there's at least that avenue. And then lastly, the thing you guys found out was the reason all of these smugglers were picked up, and you're not sure what connection, if there is any direct connection to all our friends being picked up, was because the Vesk government was putting pressure on Marixan politicians, essentially saying, if you do not close down smuggling from our galaxy into yours, there's going to be big problems for you. And so they immediately sent the police out to shut all that shit down. And that was why all the emergency raids happened. And so that leaves us with all of us, including Rattle, in our ship, and where we last left off literally was you guys being like, okay, we're gonna figure out a plan how to break them out.
Yeah. Top of the order. I'm worried that if we show up, even to just like visit and ask some questions of our favorite prisoners, that like however we check in order to hit the boat to go to the island, they'll be like, oh, you, the Rizzler, known and wanted smuggler? Like, I think that's a one-way ticket to get locked up. So plus we don't
Peter,
know
I
how
agree.
much time we have.
I think the problem I'm having is like a common issue that I'm running into, which is I'm not sure what development in terms of like a sci-fi genre like trajectory this world has taken, even though we have future tech. It's like I feel like bioscans should be conventional, but you know, no sci-fi is real necessarily. It's all just theoretical. So what is their ability to identify individuals and like validate it?
I mean, a lot of it can be fooled, even if it is like bioscans and things like that.
Arms race.
Because the like not only is there like hacking technology, so like Alan might be able to do something tech-wise.
Nice.
You could also get implants that like hide that sort of thing, and then
And
on top
illusion
of it,
magic.
yeah, I was gonna say this is also a world where magic
Yeah,
is
it's a
real,
magical
so
world. Okay.
he
Okay,
could
I mean,
also get past it with something like
Suspension
this
of
guy. So.
disbelief, re-engaged. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. So
No
like
worries.
that's the thing, but this is a high-tech, state-of-the-art facility, so we don't know like how much we would have to, you know, how many 20s we'd have to roll in a row in order to succeed, right?
Is there a way that we could do some research to see like what their security parameters are beforehand? Like, you know, have Alan fucking do some sleuthing, or is that not something available on the World Wide Web? Galaxy Wide Web. Star Wide
Always
Web.
willing to
Nice.
try. It also,
That's pretty good, actually.
all of this is just contextual of how long you guys think you have before something negative happens to the people
Yes.
that you care about. It's prison.
Gotcha.
So just you always have to weigh like speed versus being prepared type deal.
Yeah.
But yes, he can try to do more in-depth research. Whether that will pan out to be actionable or useful information will obviously depend on roles and stuff like that. But
Do
that
we
is an
know?
option that he can try.
Do we know how long prior to us getting to this planet that the cops like swept through and arrested everyone?
You only know for your particular prisoner that, or the guy that was going to buy our stuff,
Yeah.
he was picked up literally that like hour, so he's only been in custody for an hour. But the raids in total, the only time frame you were given where the neighbors told you that his shop had been raided the day before.
Okay, and we haven't heard from Tarika in what, 4 days?
Yeah.
So
What's the
I-
travel time between here and Absalom? Because that's where she was, right? That's where she
Well,
got picked up.
right,
Depends on your
it's-
ship.
and Reigenvul and all that. So like,
Oh.
I think we can generously say this has been like a really swift like week that they've been working on this operation of arrest all the smugglers. Right, I don't think it'd be much
It's
more
not
than
even
that.
arrest all the smugglers, right? It's arrest all of our accomplices, because Horizon never even participated in the smuggling. He just happened to be like, you know, like not even
Well-
an accomplice, like just you know, it's just a random
Right.
guy, effectively.
So, it's been a week. We know that they're all people we're connected with somehow. Whether it's because we happen to also be smugglers, or it's because of the connection with us, but we can probably, you know, assume the latter. Is like, okay, so now they're probably on the lookout for us. How much
Uh-huh.
time do we have, A, before they find us,
Mm-hmm.
or B, before they do something to our friends? And we have to, I think, we have to be careful because we don't know the answer to that, and I don't think there's an easy way to get an answer.
Chris, when we landed, did we have to sign like a docking form or whatever they're called, like the ledger, to like say this is who we are, this is our ship?
Yeah, anytime you land, the port authorities essentially always scan your ship, and then you give like
A
a
manifest.
dossier or a manifest basically.
So they know we're on here. Why is no one come for us if they're so swift?
'Cause
I
it's
don't
a
think we're
trap.
targets.
No, I think
Well,
we
we're
are,
the-
but
we're
I
the
think
only overlapping factor, right? Like we're the only connection between all.
Yeah.
A lot of these NPCs don't even have affiliation with each other, except for us. Like that's the only through line, right?
yeah, I think it's
Also,
a
I
trap.
will say I have been going on the presumption because we briefly talked about this fairly early on in the campaign, but Riz had Alan essentially do like a fake company name, like we have essentially forged papers, so
Yeah,
to the general
Oh,
public we appear
okay.
to be just a legitimate business with a
Right.
random ship name.
So wait,
Um,
when we talk to Fireheart, do we just give like a different name to him? Like,
Mhm.
or we're okay.
We have our fake business name or whatever
Okay.
that we
Or
registered.
front, yeah.
Mhm.
I would have said like in the conversations with the police chief, like the fake name that I have. Then I wouldn't have
Gotcha.
said here. Then
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
clear it up.
So I'm worried that this is a trap. Is that they're not
100%.
because either A, they know we'll outrun them because we've done a pretty damn good job so far, or we'll kill them because we've done a pretty damn good job so far of people sent after us, right? Pretty good track record for getting away. So now I think the tactics changed, where they take everybody that's not us and lure us
Yeah,
in.
it's a mousetrap. Yeah.
Okay, but
Who is
how else?
they, by the way?
EJ
I'm not. It might not
Exactly,
matter.
but how do we
necessarily.
find out this information, guys? How do
EJ
we,
Corp.
what's the first step? Like, the only thing I can think of is going to talk to the person or somehow getting in contact with them. I don't know how we get more information on how these facilities work, like how they were picked up, who picked them up, why they're here. I don't
100%.
really.
Can we hack into the prison and look at the fucking
I was
admission?
about to say. I think we should do a Mission Impossible, like straight up.
I was thinking oceans, but yeah.
Oh, dude, I think Mission Impossible with like the fucking like Tom Cruise
Oh,
with the face mask.
true.
I'm actually
Ooh.
thinking
Charisma,
Teen Titans,
dude.
actually.
I was thinking more like Power Rangers,
I was
just summon a
thinking-
kaiju, but
I was thinking more of like a Die Hard.
Thinking more like Yu-Gi-Oh!
good.
Season
Okay.
3
Yeah, dude,
DX.
oh yeah.
Rizzler would make a
tape
great
your
McLean.
fucking arm.
Mhm.
Yeah, you tape your fucking Victor laser arm to your back, so it's like your gun that's like taped to your back, right?
Or my actual
the same
gun
thing.
that I could just tape to my back.
You could have both of them. Why not?
Yeah, and then he could call his sister on the phone and be talking to her like the whole time while he's gunning people. Yeah, it totally works as a Die Hard. Anyway,
Christmas.
Yeah, all of these analogies aside, wait,
Yeah.
what is the plan?
I think the Tom Cruise metaphor. would be
Dude, they
like-
get an extra hour of Christmas here.
oh my
Dude,
god.
Alan's like your
Hog.
guy fucking behind the computer, like fucking, tapping into the security system and bypassing the locks and stuff.
Yeah, I think
Pretty cool.
the plan is, Alan,
Yes.
I need you to hack into the state-of-the-art high-tech prison and figure out when our friends arrived
hmm
and why.
Okay.
What was the other? Shizu, Irvin?
Dude, I think we have Urban
Or is it just
crawling
the
through
how and why?
No, I think we have Urban fucking like crawling through the ducts, like doing. a
Not
fucking,
yet. We're doing the fucking research part. We're not in the prison yet.
Okay. Well,
Research
I'm
first.
Big picture. I'm big picture. What do you want?
Your big picture, that's great, and we will do a Mission Impossible. But the most important part of Mission Impossible is knowing your target and having a fucking objective.
Alright, what terminal, like, how do we, like, is it like a local net that we have to break into? Like, how do we get access
You
to
to
this?
empower Alan.
Where
Like, what does he need to do the hacking?
I just basically need access to a stronger computer than what I currently own. So we need to go to a really, really nice PC bank.
We
Is
need
that
to
a
go
nice
to
enough
Micro
computer, or do we
Center.
need to go?
Yeah.
We don't know where Agavana That was the name.
We're
Lady.
assuming Agavana's out of here, not even part of this.
But isn't like her entire ship just like a whole bunch of like processing systems and like scientific equipment? I'm assuming she has a supercomputer somewhere in that.
Yeah, but we would have
If
to
we
track
need
her
it. If
down.
we need it.
I feel like we could find one locally.
Yeah, there
Isn't
would be.
The crew that like actually transport her, aren't they fucking captured as well?
They're locked up, yeah.
Two
Or
of them
some
are out
are.
of the out of the 4.
Yeah, it's-
Agavana was not part of that though, right?
No, she
No.
was not on the list that we found.
maybe Shizu should do some grunt like footwork and try and figure out like where their ship docked, where the other 2 people are that weren't captured.
Because that ship should probably be like in an impound lot or like a port or something, right?
Yeah.
Or they
Maybe
just
you should
left
do
it here at the port. Like,
Maybe Shizu and Riz should go like do some footwork, and I try to help.
Go to
with
the
terminal.
scrapyard.
No, I try and find or try and help with the terminal stuff.
yeah, sounds good.
It's pretty good, dude. We have the foot soldiers fucking gathering intel, the old like you know,
Excuse me,
investigative
we're
cop way.
good cop and bad cop.
Good cop and big cop, yeah. 100%.
Well, here's the thing. I'm both good
dude.
cop and bad cop.
Huh?
Rizzler's
wait,
both
wait,
good cop and bad cop, and Shizu's
Oh,
just
Shizu's
there
just
as
cop.
big cop.
Okay, good cop, bad cop, big cop.
Yep.
Okay. That's actually better. That's way better. The duopoly of man. Right.
The duopoly.
Wait,
go.
I will need at least a tier 5 computer.
Shit.
which is-
What
Quite
can
hefty.
Rattle do, Joe? By the way, guys, like while we're thinking about rules for this, because
Uh,
you two.
Oh, yeah.
Guard the ship and blow anybody that tries to enter it up.
You don't think she can do some information gathering for us? Like she might know something.
I doubt it because she's a goblin that's never been to this side of the galaxy before, as far as we know, and she really likes guns, and she might hurt somebody. And she might get locked up in doing so, and that just add another fucking complication.
I do like the idea of in-universe Irvin advocating though for her like inclusion, because he's the one that's like the most like socially like interpersonal subterfuge, tone deaf yet highly successful. So he expects that from Rattle as well. It's kind of
Maybe.
fucking hilarious though. I dig it. I don't think that she should go anywhere though. I think she should be like a guard.
Sentry. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she shoots things really, really good, and if we're currently on the run and like kind of in danger and shit, I think it might be good to have someone like on home base.
Okay.
We will
And
happily
I won't-
guard the ship.
I won't like split up into a third party because that would be like way too much for Chris to handle. So I'll just be with him until Click needs something.
Wait, so
Nice. Thank you. Respecting his true name.
first group, Alan and Irvin can do. We're essentially looking for somewhere we can use a tier 5 computer. Do you want to look somewhere like we're just trying to look for a super fancy public library, or do we want to like meet someone and be like, hey, can we do some illegal shit on your computer real quick?
I mean, I don't think we have to ask them.
Yeah, that's true.
I think sedatives are pretty good.
Nice.
Sedative. Yeah.
You're gonna sedate them?
Yeah.
Sedatives.
Classic.
All right. Do you have a particular business you would try and target?
Shipping and handling probably.
Okay, so we'll go to like the port basically.
Yeah, I want to stay like nearby was my idea, and also I feel like the internet, like the terminal would. I don't know how the internet like works in this universe, but like the data would be closer. I feel like the internet would be like really like closed off in these kind of like high futures where there's a lot of bots that can potentially infiltrate if you leave it open.
Yeah. Okay. Then we can do bluff, diplomacy, or intimidate to try and find the location, and either you or Alan can be the main roller. So just for reference, Alan has +10 bluff, but +8
Alan.
intimidate.
Alan should probably do it.
Lead the
I'll
way.
help. I'll
It's like,
help.
all right, we're just
Wait,
we're gonna
how
try
many
not to.
fucking- How many skill points do you get per level? I'm baffled at some of your bonuses.
So I get all the skill points.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not.
Dude, man,
Yeah.
moves are so fucking
It's-
cool, bro.
It's
I
way
love skill point
easier.
games.
It's way easier for me to list the skills I do not have any ranks in than for me to list the skills that are maxed out.
Amazing.
I've expressed this before, but I don't have even a single rank in all of my class skills.
I have
Okay,
5
well,
skills that have
interesting.
0, and only 2 of the other skills are not maxed. They have like 2 and 3 in it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just full combat.
yeah. Okay, so Alan's idea. We don't sedate anyone. We're gonna use bluff. You're gonna support me. We're gonna act like regional managers who are going through an inspection. I'm gonna
I'll be the
walk
assistant
in.
to the regional manager.
Exactly, and you're gonna keep the goons away
Nice.
from my door because if I'm disturbed, I'm gonna have like a fucking meltdown or something, start firing people, and I'm gonna have all the time in the world on the computer.
Alright, I'll do
Okay.
drugs with them.
Don't do that.
Oh my god, you'd be the cool regional
Well,
manager.
why? Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
dude,
on.
like the smoke area.
Yeah, you can have like a cigarette, but don't do like psychedelics with them while I'm trying to fucking hack a system.
Narc imitator at worst.
Okay, you can do an assist. Hell yeah.
Nice.
We got a
Look at
30. Let's
that.
fucking go.
Woo.
Fucking hilarious. Alright, now we need to pass another good check. With computers! Fuck yeah.
Damn.
Almost the
33.
best I could on both of these. Let's fucking go.
Jeez.
And he was looking
Way
for
ahead of the team.
when they got picked up and the reasons for their arrests. Correct?
Also, if there's any information, potentially like where their ship was impounded and seized, like
On the
just
other two.
any generic information, I'd imagine, right?
Gotcha. Okay, those will be the questions he is researching. Rizzler and Shizu, sorry I got lost momentarily, those two are going to the docks as well to try and physically look for their ship? Was that what I heard?
Yeah, we're gonna look for Nivea's ship, but also just any like just around I think the shipyard in general to see if we can find like a computer lab or like an office with a tier 5 computer. Like we'll find their ship first and see if their ship if we can get into it, and if they have a tier 5 computer, which I doubt. Then we'll just wander around the shipyard and interrogate
what-
people.
We found the tier 5 computer. We're
Oh,
doing the
great.
regional manager thing.
Oh, so yeah, we'll go to the ship and then just interrogate people, I think, around the shipyard.
Cool. Just see what tomfoolery we can get into.
Yeah,
Dude, fucking just hitting the street, man. This is good old-fashioned policing.
beat work. Yeah.
I'd imagine Shizu like fucking pulls out one of those vertical notepads, except for it's like a Palm Pilot, like a fucking, touchscreen tablet. Much like a cell phone, I'd imagine.
There's just one more thing.
Woohoo! Damn. How studious. I feel ill-equipped.
Okay, you guys can do your either diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate again, but you're doing a gather information check specifically.
Diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate. Well, I have a plus.
We have to do the same.
7 to 2. Of
Yeah,
those.
so whatever I assume he's going to be the main roller, you'll roll the same check to try and assist him.
Bluff or
Totally.
diplomacy are my strong suits.
Bluff, diplomacy, and intimidate. Those are
I've
my
had
3 that I can
Bluff, which one's your highest?
do. Diplomacy, it's a plus 10 with a d6 from sidereal influence.
Fantastic.
The meditation, then I just get a bonus.
We're doing diplomacy.
Diplomato.
Oh, mama, that's a nat 20.
It's a double nat 20.
Sheesh.
Wow, what the fuck?
Wait,
That.
where does yours roll?
He
it
ro-
says
it whispered to
2
me. Yeah, he was.
Oh!
I mean, it's okay. I can still see it. So.
I told Chris, hey, remember to turn off roll privately before the session.
No, I will forget, obviously.
Hey,
I fucking forgot, and
double
I'm sorry.
nat 20? Are you
I did that
fucked
too.
in the head, though?
Yeah, dude,
Damn!
Dual nat 20. 30 and 34, respectively. That's gross. That's fucking gross.
Wow, we could do whatever we want with these rolls, and we wasted it on a
turns
gather
out
information
we
check?
investigated everything. We
Yeah,
learned all of the
Turns out
information.
the Rizzler and Shizu are great fucking detectives.
Private investigators, okay? We're PIs.
Yeah.
Okay. And so first thing, because you guys were asking about if you could find the location of Neva's ship, it does not appear that her ship is in the port at the moment. And with your double nat 20s, you also find out that they haven't been on the ship or in the port in any recent amount of time. So
they're arrested off planet. Oh, interesting.
And then they're brought in. Okay.
Mhm.
and you had a second one you were asking, right? Sorry, I'm like reading and writing notes at the same time. We're all doing this, so.
Peter, if you have any inspiration, I was thinking we just.
I think
Go for it.
Ask about the prison. Like, just
I was thinking,
what's
like,
the...
once we didn't find any success with like that specific kind of inquisition, then we divert it, and it's just like more general, broaden out, go and talk to like random people.
Like what people have
just
heard about the
gathered
prison,
in the street.
like what kind of...
Okay, about the prison in particular.
Any increased military presence, information on like the black market smuggling apparatus, if there is one. It'd probably be at the docks. It's like, where everything gets brought in, possibly. I don't know.
So you do find out a fair bit about the prison. It has a mixed reputation among the people on the docks in particular. Most people are like, sure, it's cool. Prisoners go in, they come out, they're always totally rehabilitated. They have like a 0% recidivism rate type thing. Whatever they're doing, it fucking works. But occasionally you'll run into someone who's like, oh, no, I know someone who went there and they were arrested for blah, 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 but they came out and they're essentially a different person. And so whatever they do there, they change you entirely. Your personality is different, your mannerisms are different, and stuff like that. They're usually like a super goody two-shoes model citizen after they come out. But it has, when you talk to people, they seem to speak about it in a like, they're like fucking mind controlling people or drugging them or doing something that's like weird. That's the oh nice. That's what you the vibe you get from that. There isn't much in terms of like goods that go from here to there, since it is like a special prison for the Republic. It's all gone through like essentially military channels for the country, or slash, I don't know what you call a multi-planet country, like empire, whatever.
Yeah,
Empire.
I think
Fits totally.
I think
The
Empire.
Galactic Empire.
The Marixa Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what you find out about that.
So
For us, Irvin's basically just shooting the shit out there while he hacks for a bit, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he will pop out and be like, I'd like to speak to my assistant for a moment. If you can come in here.
And that's why the Dark Universe will always win, kids. What? Okay.
Alright, so you come in and he's like, okay, so I found the win for all of these different people being picked up. It does seem like his weak guesstimate is essentially correct. The earliest prisoner was picked up 8 days ago, so he's almost right on. The last prisoner, being that dude, was picked up at this point like 3 hours ago. I think most of these are essentially bogus, made up arrest warrants, because they seem, from what I know of some of these people, Like, we know Reigen Bull. We know he's a pirate. He's also like smuggling and he's arranging things. So we know his crimes. He wasn't arrested for that. He was arrested on malpractice. So I'm like, really? So that seems like, but yeah. So it
Yeah.
seems like these are all similar made up things. Most of them are extradition requests from the Vesk Empire. All of them seem to be coming from the Vesk. They asked Absalom to send over Tarika because they have an arrest warrant for her, and Absalom obliged, etc. It's the same with every other prisoner as well, except for the ones who were picked up in neutral space. And then the location for the other two, assuming, well, I don't know where the other two that are missing from the crew is, but Dizzy and Neva got picked up in a place called the Shadari Confederacy, which is essentially a galaxy full of smugglers, pirates, and lawlessness. That's where they were.
They got extradited from there, or they were just
No, they got
like...
picked up by Vesk
Okay,
that followed
okay.
them,
Okay.
or Vesk that caught up to them there, I guess. And the report does say there was a battle, and only 2 of them were able to be picked up on one of the planets in that galaxy.
Oh,
So
man!
the other 2 got away and took the ship as well. We don't
That's
know where they
exciting.
are at the moment.
Okay.
So do you have any ideas while we're in the room right now with this tier 5 computer that I should look into more, or should we reconvene and we'll just come back with the regional manager bit if I need to use it again?
One sec, let me think.
I have an idea, but I'm not there, so I can't say it.
Well, is there any way to gain intel on the specifics of how many drones there are and like
Ooh.
how the technology works while inside, like how the mind control potentially works? Like, is it a pill? Is it like a brain screen?
I can try, but I feel like those 2 bits of information will be harder to get and might have ways for them to trace me if I fuck up. So that'd be my only hesitation. I can still try though, but just forewarning you. Because those are going to be higher degree of security than what I was looking up.
Maybe cut back to them while I think about this.
Okay. So back to you guys. So you guys found all that out. Actually, let's see. How long did those checks take? Okay, so your group finished in an hour. Our group spent 3 hours on that computer.
Damn.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're fucking on fire.
You
Yeah.
found like right away
We're
some people.
fast, we're efficient, we're effective,
Charismatic, charming, handsome,
diplomatic.
Big dicks is crazy. I don't know.
huge dicks.
No, that's just you. No. I think you're supposed to say no, it's just me. Peter, you're supposed to say okay. I'm done with the banter, no more. You burned the bridge.
You
dude.
played yourself!
It's a trust fall. Okay, Chris, go. Take me away from this.
Well, what do you got? You spent an hour and that was what you found out. I don't know what you do next. If you look for us, if you go back to the ship, you try a different route with gather information. What's the plan with your acquired knowledge?
I want to know. I don't know how easy that information would be, though. I was gonna say, what? I would want to know why, for what reason, the Vesk have been the ones tasked with hunting down and arresting a majority of these people.
Also, how do they have near galaxy-wide extradition powers?
Well, yeah. Like,
I understand that they're a military, like, conquesting society, but, like, aren't they engaged in, like, active conflict and, like, domestication of, like, planets and shit? Like, how do they just have, like, fucking strike forces to go,
it's
you
a
know,
big,
nearly galaxy-wide?
big empire.
But they didn't, like, I mean, obviously you guys don't know that part yet, but for the people like Tarika, they basically would have sent a request of, hey, there's a wanted criminal in our galaxy at this location.
Right.
Will you guys pick them up for us?
So
And if you don't, we'll be
extradition
upset.
Yeah, I got-
Yeah, so they didn't
Yeah.
send hit forces, but yeah.
right, but
Their reach is so massive, though.
My-
It's like,
my
how did they even?
yeah,
know
I
that?
guess I didn't word the question well. Why do they have warrants? I want to know why the Vesk have suddenly become so
yeah, how has
interested
something
in
been
this.
tied to us? 100%.
Yeah.
Because we've done stuff, but it's like to them, I thought we got off like scot-free effectively.
Well,
and how would they know about the fucking star whale
Well-
shit? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Which is why I want to try, like, because we don't know for sure. I'd love to try and trace this back to EJ Corp because that's my
And
fucking
I feel like it
immediate
has to have
suspicion.
EJ Corp.
Right, but we don't know for sure.
Oh, wait, sorry. One more thing for Taming to think about that Alan would have added that I'm getting lost in my notes because I'm like jumping around to
Yeah.
different stuff. So apologies for having to backtrack a little bit here.
No. Go
But
for it.
he's like, interestingly, the first time we were looking at the prisoner manifest, we didn't catch this because we didn't know his other names or whatever for whatever reason. One of the prisoners on this place is Fireheart, so he's there as well.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, okay. Well, that...
He just is going by a different name.
Going by a different alias, as in
Ugh.
Fireheart wasn't his official name?
We don't know.
My brain hurts now.
Is he the only Vesk that's like in these camps?
Or at least the only vest that's in this. I didn't look at every island. They have a ton of these prison islands, but I just looked at the one that was for us.
Okay.
Okay, now back to you guys. What would you like to do?
I can't think of like an in-logic and in-game way for us to find that knowledge without access to a computer. Like, to be able to attempt to trace this back to EJ Corp, like, I don't think that's necessarily like just casual word of mouth thing we can hear at a dock. Like, that's some high level, like, we have to understand why these warrants were arrested, and to do so we probably have to be in Vesk space kind of deal. So I think the Rizzler just heads back to the ship and waits for Irvin and Alan to return.
Would the Riz and Shizu really call it a night after like pub stomping the shit out of that, you know, dock quest, mini quests so hard that like there's no way that they would stop, right? They feel like they're on a roll and they didn't really get very much useful information. It's like they're still hungry, right?
They also could just be like, we need the whole team. But
That's kind of where I'm leaning, is like, okay, cool, we did our thing, let's meet up with everybody and exchange information
And then, okay.
and make
I just wonder how
and
much
do
of our
plan
hubris
two.
like overwhelms us.
I think
you
in
know?
this, I think, right? I think in
It's a
this
double nat
scenario,
20, like, that's what I'm basing it off of. Just
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's kind of unparalleled.
in this scenario, I think Rizzler is so. I think he's focused beyond recognition. Like, because Tariq is in danger, and because all these people,
that's why he did a perfect investigatory.
is that
It
he
wasn't
is.
just 'cause he was vibing it.
He's
Okay.
lasered in. Like, there's almost no mask right now.
I
He
love
is
it.
authentically. He is Richard Laserlance today. He is not the Rizzler.
Shizu just thinks
uh,
Gwen flow. I
The
am.
rich boy who's used to getting what he wants.
Yeah.
He actually has stakes.
Yeah.
Fucking pushed
Yeah,
upon him.
he can't
That's
just
pretty
play.
cool.
He
That's
can't
a
play
good
captain
character.
anymore. He has to fucking step up to the plate finally.
See, dude, I think Shizu like isn't even necessarily picking up on it. I think he was like so focused on like getting into character and like method acting.
Yeah.
He thinks they're just fucking vibing. They're fucking PIs, dude. They get the information one way or another. So he's probably reluctant to go back to the ship, but would comply to go and gather other information.
Okay, so they return to the ship. Still there. Rattle is guarding as well. She's like, verify your identification.
The password is raspberry milkshakes fuck extra hard.
All right, you can come in. Alright, so you guys are let back on your ship without incident.
Oh, thank goodness.
Back to Irvin. Did you have any ideas you want me to look up before we leave?
The only way we're beating this thing is figuring out who made these tests, when, and why, and beating the shit out of them until they tell us how to fake a positive result for being brainwashed. So get on that.
Ooh.
Do you want me to find out who
It's a
makes
development.
We're inside, right?
whatever the technology is that mind wipes people?
Yes.
I'm sorry, just to clarify, this is happening before the Rizzler and Shizu are inside.
No.
This is
it's
you
concurrent.
guys are
They're
you guys are at the
This is
ship
you,
waiting
like-
for us.
they're
Yes,
still in the office. We're
They're
on the
still
ship.
fucking doing
Yeah,
it.
they're
We're
gone.
just fucking vibing. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're now just waiting for them to return. Okay,
Correct.
cool. I wait with bated breath.
I will try first to find out what they even do, because I can promise you none of this information about mind control is it on any of their public websites. So
Yeah,
it's
certainly.
clearly something they don't want people to know that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can figure that out first.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Outside.
It'd be funny if, like, on their website, it was like 0% recidivism, brought to you by Mindwash Corp. Like, really fucking.
Making a better you.
Yeah.
That's some like Fallout shit.
Or yeah, it's like
You know,
or
just finish
cloning
Fallout
and
3.
Mindwash.
This is like way too. This is like way too close to that IP and Clockwork Orange for me. It's fucking crazy. Have you guys ever seen that one?
Which one?
Oh, dude, it's a fucking futuristic society, and they brainwash people by holding their eyes open like this and like playing
yeah.
movies like TVs to them. Yeah, it's like screenwashing.
Oh, rad.
It's a
Yeah, like-
mega good movie. If you're a cinephile, you need to watch it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a fucking film, like
Yeah.
tour kind of.
Okay.
Back to that.
Shortly after he begins that next one, probably maybe only 20-30 minutes, he comes back out of the door, closes the door slowly behind him, and is like, all right, we should get going. No one's to enter that office for at least 48 hours. I need to run some programs to update the facility information and such. So yeah, don't go in there for 2 days. Let's go. We need to leave.
Probably
Nope.
set fire to it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
He like starts pulling Urban. He's like, as they get back outside, he's like, okay, I didn't find out what it was. They had some really good anti-hacking software on their shit, obviously, but I did set off the countermeasures, and they were trying to find my location, so I scrapped that, hid my location, but that might not be the wisest spot to go back to in the immediate future, just in case.
Or they wouldn't expect us to go back there so soon.
End at the scene of the crime.
That's not a gamble I'm willing to take right now. Let's go back to the ship for now.
Alright.
And they speed walk back to the ship. Kick open the door.
What
See
are
you guys.
what are the Rizzler and Shizu doing?
Having a nice cup of tea.
Yeah, but it's like lit film noir. It's like lit film noir, so like you see like the fucking steam
Yeah.
rising up from our cups, and we're kind of sitting there, and there's like fucking jazz playing.
Yeah, and the Rizzler took duct tape to the window to put some like
Yeah, it's like
some
create-
blinder slats so the light is beaming in.
Shades. I love how we're doing this in the cafeteria room, which is
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
adjacent to the full 3D like hyperbolic time
Yeah.
chamber
Yeah,
simulation room that we could have just generated this. I prefer the analog
But there's
much
but
better.
there's
We're
no
fully
tea
immersed.
kettle in the fucking holodeck.
I feel like I was imagining a much less calm vibe than the jazz music, and more just like tensely waiting in silence because you're waiting for news on how we were gonna rescue your girlfriend.
It's
You're
also
just, like,
that.
sitting there holding the coffee,
It-
real
oh,
tight-fisted.
I think
Here's the thing. Shizu's probably in that
Yeah.
mental
In-
state, like,
in
where he's
jazz
like, I'm in
mode,
a
yeah.
fucking film noir, like cop drama, fucking
yeah.
whatever.
Meanwhile, yeah,
Chinatown,
no, the
Hilarious.
Rizzler is just like this over his
Yeah,
tea.
he's actually like,
He's like
neurotic as
tapping
fuck.
his foot, just like stressed.
So
Shizu
as
is
they're sitting
so
there like
cool
that,
today.
you guys hear the ksh of the little like floaty elevator bit that we
Mhm.
have, and then the doors open, and Irvin and Alan step in.
The greatest game has begun.
Irvin.
We didn't find shit.
Oh,
Done
cool,
some
great.
shit.
Oh, What the hell, Irvin? What'd you find?
I assume you didn't find their ship here because
No.
they were not imprisoned here. But yeah, we found out when all of our cohorts were taken. He'll come over and he'll start like putting papers that he printed out down on the thing. And he's like, this is a list of all the dates of when they were picked up and where they were picked up. And then next to them is the dated reason. But again, as you look at some of these and you know some of these people, some of these seem kind of bogus. So they
He
were probably
would
made
never
up.
malpractice, and I rip up my shirt. Look, he's done a great job. I'm still alive.
Why is it oozing?
It's a feature.
Because it's
Oh.
I'm a bug.
Oh,
True.
good one. Nice.
That was actually funny. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and then the last bit we found out was where the fight happened that the Vesk picked up Neva and Dizzy, which was in an adjacent galaxy that's not run by anybody. A lot of
But we
pirates.
didn't find out about the secret government mind brainwash control, mind control stuff.
No,
mind control stuff.
yeah, we found out that they do some mind control business on this island, but we couldn't find out who made this technology, if it is technology, if it's a venom, a drug, or what. We don't know.
Okay.
So we know nothing. We just know mind control.
Of some form, probably.
And we know they've been there like about a week, right?
The earliest prisoners that were picked up were about a week, yeah.
Ah, fuck! That puts us right back to where we started. We just know more about what the fuck we have to go into, right?
I don't know. I think we answered the question of why they're being held in this facility and what the function and purpose of the facility
Right,
is.
but
I think
we
that's
s-
somewhat valuable, kind of.
It is, but we still
You know,
have
like-
no idea how much time we have, especially
Absolutely.
with mind control on the table.
Or what form the mind control even takes.
Right,
100%, I
for
agree.
me,
Well,
for me, that really shortens the time in which we have to act,
did
because
the dock workers say how long the process takes?
Yes.
Like how long
Uh,
their buddies were in for?
I mean, they would have been able to give timelines, but from the different sources, is like a varied amount of time. So you don't have like a everyone that was mind controlled always takes 3 months type thing.
yeah.
Is this like a mind controlled and then they're reintroduced back into society, like 1984 kind of reprogramming?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's how I understood it, at least.
Yep.
I think it would cheapen like the role playing, but retroactively, would there have been an ability to have talked to one of these patients, I guess, if you want to call them that, someone who's been like fucking brainwiped and
Well, maybe
interact
we could
with
go
it.
track down one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
try
can
and
track
talk
down
We-
now,
we could
especially
track
after
them
getting
down.
the 20s. Yeah, you could find one of those people you spoke to who were like, "Oh yeah, my friend was there, and now we're not friends anymore." He could give you info for sure.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think we would have
I
done
think
that.
we should do that and resolutely use detect thoughts and like get a better idea of the psyche.
It might just be
Mm,
blocked behind a mental wall rather than erased entirely.
Interesting. Yeah, I like that plan.
Is there a black market on this? On this like. I
Wait,
guess how
wait,
long
wait,
this
hold
one
on.
Got picked up.
Chris,
Go ahead.
before you answer that question, is it nighttime? Because we could only go to the black market at night.
Wait, I'm sorry, I don't have it in my notes. What is the day-night cycle length and
No,
duration?
it's
and
25 hours a day.
I,
We went
I'm a
over
Solarian,
this.
I have a fucking right to know. There's an entire solar
It's
power.
25 hours a day, 30 less days. We went over this.
Yeah, but I forgot. I needed a refresher.
Anyway, you can only do crime at night, and the black market is crime. So is it nighttime? No, I'm kidding.
Is that why it's called the black market? It only happens like in the shadows.
I mean, presumably there is still also a black market, just to answer your question, Timmy, because they only specifically picked up the smugglers who smuggle things to and from the Vesk galaxy.
Okay, that's
So,
close.
other illegal activities were unbothered, including
Did we
smugglers
find-
from other regions.
Epic.
Did we find any leads for like connections to the black market while on the dock?
No.
Or No.
It wasn't in the purview of what you were asking about, so.
Shipping, smuggling, criminals.
I think we should go talk to one of those people, but are there like devices to like peer into people's mind more accurately? I'm not familiar with Starfinder like items, but like I don't know if there's like a stethoscope, but it's for your mind or something.
I have my hands.
Yeah,
That's-
Rizzler's entire entity
I-
is
Yeah.
just like one big
I know.
mind.
I'm just wondering if there's a way to boost it in any way, or like
Ooh,
any like
augment it.
relax, like drugs that like remove your resistance to these kind of checks or something.
I would
Like,
not be surprised. I could not answer that for you, though.
Okay,
Do not know.
I'll take a quick look, but I guess we can go look for somebody.
Alright, then we will go gather info with presumably Riz leading a diplomacy check. And find someone.
Yes, sir. 21.
Nice. Okay, it's a pretty low DC since you had previously talked to people who knew them, so even without anyone aiding or before you roll anyone's aided, you are able to find this person. We will speak to you after only 2 hours of being directed, so you found someone relatively close by. And you were told that this person originally had been imprisoned in a regular prison. Their prison sentence was supposed to be quite lengthy for aggravated assault and murder, but they were shifted to these islands and then went through the rehabilitation process, and now they run a what is those vertical farms? It's like a little garden essentially. And
Hydroponics.
yes, they run a hydroponics lab
Those are
in
cool.
the city. They are
And-
fancy.
Fucking
What-
vertical integration LEDs and shit.
Yeah.
What
Sci-fi tech with farming.
what was the rehab process like? Like what did you go through for that?
Oh, you just like immediately going to this person and just asking them about it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you get into there and we like skip the pleasantries or whatever as you enter their store, and they're just hanging out at the end of the evening when they're still on their shift. But they're like, oh, rehabilitation. I mean, I went to the island. It was very pleasant. There are 15 other, I mean, I guess technically prisoners, but I really viewed them as like fellows in our village. We really all had a strong bond there that we got. We got free therapy with the drones. I had to learn to work with my hands. We all had to make our own food. We co-worked together to figure out who had what skills. We had to run everything on the island ourselves. I mean, you can, if you want, ask the bots to do it, the drones to do it, but honestly, they're not that good at cooking. So we kind of wanted to do it ourselves. And you have gardens and whatnot there to tend as well, and different meditation areas and things like that. So yeah, it was a really relaxing, almost like meditative retreat. And it just really changes your mind on everything you've done and how you view the world.
That.
We'll see.
Dude, it's like a Beverly Hills rehab center for like the
Son of a
millionaires and
bitch.
billionaires. That's how he makes it sound.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, can't get into this man's impenetrable mind, at least in the first attempt.
Fantastic. I think Rizzler's then gonna ask, he'll be like, so what got you into this whole hydroponics situation? But at the same time, he's also gonna cast Detect Affliction to see if he could source the whatever this mind control, whatever, or if it's like whatever happened, if it's a like chemically induced thing, or if it is like solely like a meditative, like just change your state of mind situation.
There has to be a
Excellent.
biological aspect to
Poison,
the mind
disease.
manipulation, right?
Cursed or similar affliction.
Yeah, so with this I want to see if they've been effectively drugged to change like their brain chemistry, or if it has just been a soul searching experiment. Or to see if I could like get to the bottom if it is a chemical thing, and if, like just rule out that one potential, right?
If the target is poison or disease, you automatically detect it and determine what type. If you're trained, blah blah blah.
I would propose Alzheimer's, like the biological aspects of what might have happened potentially to his like literal brain matter and like functionality, rather than like, you know, the sub level of like going into his memories or like his psyche or his ego, right?
Okay, then you can do an intelligence
So
or a
can we-
wisdom check.
I'll do the intelligence, the medicine check. $22.
Oh, nice. Okay, then it says you can follow up with a mysticism check.
Another thing, I have a decent multiplier at 23.
Nice. That's a
Wait.
good
Wisdom
mysticism.
or intelligence.
Your own spell says it's DC 25. You barely missed it.
Wait, can I try and help him by trying to use my telepathy to peer into the mind of this guy and try and like suss out like how does this guy's mind work?
Oh, it does say 25. Oh man.
No, I'll let you do that. Yeah.
Benevolent DM.
Oh, with a 30.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You ate
Yay,
it.
benevolent
Two,
DM
hit him
praise.
25.
That's
Damn.
fucking perfect.
I start just like going, you are interesting, I'm fascinated by you, just amazing. Just like casually in the background, just like peering into his
Like
mind.
egging him on. Be like,
Yeah.
You're such a fascinating
That's so
person.
yeah.
Please tell me more about your therapy. Yeah.
So he basically starts in on like the story of like how he got really attached to the garden at the island and blah 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 and all this stuff. And it like in like the scene of the show or whatever, it like fades to the background as you two are like focusing in on his
Yeah.
mind and like delving through it. So it's not a poison or a disease. Your detect affliction actually pings it as like curse adjacent. And the reason you had to pass those two checks was because it's not quite a curse or an actual just straight up spell that has afflicted it, but it is a magical affliction that has been subjected to this person. That is essentially was rewriting and deleting memories and then like and doing things like that. And so it essentially rewrote this person. You just know that the
By
effect is
magical
magical.
means. Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, presumably the original is gone unless it's somehow magically preserved, but you have no way of
Right,
knowing
right.
if there is something there.
Interesting. Okay. Well, cool. Wow, that's fascinating. And it looks like you've done a wonderful job transitioning that passion into your work. You know, they say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, I love this bonsai tree. How much?
Oh, here, you know what? Because I really feel a kinship to you, and I feel like you are also on a journey of personal healing and self-actualization. Just here, Anita's hands it to you.
Are those yarrow berries I
Oh
see?
my, shut the fuck up.
Actually, yes, we just got a shipment in. They're very quite tasty.
Oh, can I take some? They're quite delicious.
Sure, have a few. He gives you a little handful.
I'd also in receiving the bonsai tree, I would also like to use my empathy skill and sense motive this guy to see like how genuine is he being? Like, does he actually believe this, or is there a man trapped inside?
Gotcha. Alright, you can do sense motive.
Nat 2029!
So you read in that he is insufferably genuine.
Yeah.
He's like
Ugh.
the world peace and love type guy for realsies now.
Ugh. Well, thank you. This will go right on my desk. I cannot wait. Thank you for your time. Thank you for answering my questions and my crew. You've been so hospitable. I'll be sure to write you a great Yelp review.
Thank you.
And take care.
They leave. Also, Alan's like, forgot to mention again, by the way, Fireheart is also in that prison.
Oh,
Just under by a
shit.
different name.
Great. Good. Okay.
What name
Damn
was he
it.
under?
We didn't recognize it at first, but it was Eshovayo as his first name, but he has a different second name.
Esho apostrophe Vio, I'm assuming. It's
Yeah,
a fun game trying to spell these names before Chris.
It's
posted
on
it.
his picture. It's his first name is just his second name was different.
Can it be like Eshovio Ice Brain? Is
No.
his new name?
Instead of
What?
Fireheart. No, instead of Fireheart, it's Ice Brain. I liked it, Tavig. I thought that was good.
It's a bit of a miss for me.
Oh, come on. Maybe you're
What's-
the one with the ice part.
What's next? Eshovale
Oh.
fucking ground rock stomach? Like, come on.
Oh, fucking Pokemon fan. Oh, it's ground, it's better. Oh, fucking
dude,
get
but
out
it's
of the meta.
Wings lungs. It's the
Meta this,
avatar.
meta that. Have you ever met a girl before?
That's a
Anyway.
bold question, Taming. Have
Ever met
you?
him before? The son of two lesbians.
Yeah.
Like
I have
Taming
some
has
questions.
seen the boobies before. Okay, he's been on the internet. He knows.
He's educated.
He's
Yeah,
a
okay.
Reddit mod.
Zip Fedora.
Exactly.
He's
bro.
he mods a subreddit.
Still tips Fedora.
Technically am.
This is perfect.
Okay,
Goddamn it.
so we have that info. Reminder of the Fireheart imprisoning, and
Imprisonment.
then and now that we know it is a magical alteration in nature.
Mhm.
Before I forget, and since Anna just got home, we'll take our break now. You can simmer on those ideas and come up with
We
more
should find some
plans.
anti-magic stuff.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Can we buy any of that? Is there?
Oh.
Could we go and find a
We'll
black
figure
magic?
it out
Time
after
to
the
look.
break.
Time to
What's the
look at a
name?
catalog.
I guess we'll have to wait and
It's
see.
not
on the
the
next
shop the episode the whole time. Shop the
Dude,
episode the whole
I've been going
time.
through Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball
Uh-huh.
series. It's phenomenal. I just want to play that outro now, and then always.
You don't have the full
Fucking
clip?
taming, dude.
I do. I just didn't want like talk over you guys.
Oh,
You're fucking built different sometimes, dude. Holy shit.
amazing.
That's crazy.
Also, you were so like you're usually
It's-
really
it's
fast.
Disturbingly
You're
on point.
you're usually really fast with finding them. That one was too
Yeah, dude,
fast.
It's literally, it looks like you're
Like-
doing like two fucking
like-
keystrokes.
Like that one, I can tell you use a lot, just not around
No.
us, because
No,
you were
dude,
you knew
someone's been
exactly
working
where
on
that
his
was.
Data. No, dude, someone's been working on his fucking data organization, obviously. Your
Oh,
databasing
damn.
is just super refined.
Yeah, that's true.
No, actually, how the fuck did you find that so fast?
I think you nailed it.
I just know
That he's very well organized. He has like very specific buttons on his little stream deck. I think
It's
you
fucking
nailed it.
impressive, dude. That's fucking impressive. I was watching a group stream of Among Us the other day,
Mhm.
and one of the guys has the fucking, whatever the fucking company is. I'm totally blanking. I'm sorry. The Streamlabs pedal or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's how he uses to mute unmute. I think it's fucking ingenious.
Oh yeah, I do
Sounds
like the
such a
pedal.
good idea.
I love the pedal idea. I think it's really fun, especially if you are innovative enough to use it for that kind of
To
thing.
implement it.
Like a pedal is such a great idea for a mute toggle.
Totally.
Like I love that idea. But like apart from that, it's a giant
Oh, yeah, I
button,
don't know what other-
right?
yeah, I don't know what
you
other
could get
implements do
another
that.
fucking like a USB button that you could just put on your foot for half the
Totally.
price that does the same
100%.
thing.
Not to mention,
But-
there's like 8 buttons on the mouse. You know, you have
Right,
like an
right.
entire keyboard that you can like fucking hotkey Streamlabs as well, like with the fucking stream.
Yeah, so like I
You
don't
you get
feel
on the keyboard. FPS push to talk. That's cool as fuck.
yeah, so that's the thing is like I love the idea, but it's too expensive for me to justify to only have a dedicated mute button that I can activate with my foot. Because
guess
I
if you're
don't think
streaming,
I would
you could
use
have,
it.
like shift scenes, possibly, or something, or like
But-
you know, trigger some special like the camera zoom in or something.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to justify. I agree with you.
Oh,
I think
totally.
I think it's too expensive to justify it,
Mhm.
which is why
I would have a hard time. Like, if I had it, I would definitely try to use it for everything, but I think I would run out of ideas pretty fast, and they would just sit as a fucking mute button.
Totally, and then it'd be like a footrest, like a
Yeah.
multiple $100 footrest.
Pete, are you able to swap your spells out at all?
No, so I'm kind of like a... Is it a cleric that knows all their spells all the time?
Always readied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have to swap spell. I don't have like a list. I just have all my spells all the time.
So do you have dampen spell?
No.
'Cause it's
Oh,
only
never
because
mind.
if
Oh,
he's
no, I
under-
do have to choose from a
enchantment.
list. Sorry. I don't think I can swap them
Ah.
out though. Let me get back to you on that though.
Okay. Because that would
That's
do,
actually a
I
really
think, what
good
we want.
point.
Because you can do exclude.
Yeah.
Pretty ingenious.
I'm not sure if magic scrolls exist in this universe. And the only other thing I
I've
could
been
find...
looking through the magic items like section. There's these things called Aeon stones, and there's like fucking 15 of them of like different colors. I don't know if that has any relevance to what you're talking about, Taming.
No.
It looks like they scale up. I haven't even clicked on them. I'm sorry. Orbit your head. Oh, that's pretty cool. Constant magic effect. There could be like a magic negating one. I
Oh,
don't know.
maybe. There's also, if we have $14,000, you can augment your hand to dispel magic. I don't know if we have that kind of cash though.
Ooh,
We don't have
that's pretty fucking cool.
$14,000.
Dude, that's literally Black Clover. It's Peter doesn't watch anime. Taming, have you seen Black Clover?
I watched like 1 minute of it, and then the guy was like, "Please marry me." I was like, "Okay, this anime is not for me."
Yeah, the first arc was a tournament arc, and I couldn't even finish that, and I was really depressed. But that character lives in a magical world, and his power is that he can negate magic. He can like turn it off like an EMP. Very cool.
Every time I level up, I can swap spell. Only one spell at a time.
We should be getting close.
So I
kill
can't-
some goblins.
I can't hot
Yeah,
real
swap.
quick.
Are we in
real
the cusp or
quick.
something? Should we go and do like a raid?
That's the thing. That's the problem, though, is that we are not working on an XP basis. We're working on milestones.
Oh,
so
we
like,
have a time. Yeah, we also have a time limit in this case.
I
Well,
do feel like
we
we
think.
passed a milestone with the fly heart thing.
well, we could ask really nicely.
Guys, are we trying to negotiate?
We rolled a lot of
a
nat
level
20s.
before we
Hold
go
on.
into
Yeah,
this?
we rolled a lot of nat 20s in the last 2 sessions. Like, we've been playing
So
very
we deserve it?
skillfully, so we deserve
we're,
a
like,
level
hitting
up.
above our,
High
Like-
skill,
belt.
like
We need to, like-
unrolled
I would
and get profit.
I would love to be level 5 right
Dude,
now.
he's gonna give us like a DC 19 and then ask us all to roll to see whether or not we level up.
That'd be
He's gonna
funny.
do something like. And hopefully he's not listening to this. That would be fucking maniacal, though.
Wow. Cool. That's something I did know about my class. I can decipher magical inscriptions that would otherwise be unintelligible. Or, as a full
mean like
action, I
those-
can identify
Yeah,
any
like
spells
the runes that I was
encoded.
trying to read
Yeah,
for like
Bingo.
10
those
sessions.
floating
Bingo.
runes that,
Yep.
like, I bought Irvin like how expensive was that device? Did you put the cost on it?
No.
Like the fucking the
I have no
3D
idea.
like, you know, augmented
cluster
reality
system.
pen
Yeah.
practically. Yeah, to
I
give
just
you
know what
a
it
system
does.
bonus. I forget what Chris said, and I think it was only like $200 or
Yeah.
something. But you can decode those
Yeah,
just inherently.
because I'm
Oh.
a mystic. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Cool. Didn't
Yeah,
know
You
that.
saw the signs. Yeah.
I
The numbers, what do they mean?
Yeah.
Dude, my brain's jumping everywhere, man. Going straight from the girl pop to torturing a Vietnam vet.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. What do the numbers mean, Peter? Do you know?
I've,
How long does it take you to decode stuff? Is it like just instantly it translates, or does it take a period of time to like?
it's a full action. So I imagine I just roll my
Oh,
mysticism.
full 6 seconds. Oh, man.
Right.
Wait, so it's
So I-
supposed to be
it's-
used in
if-
combat? What does that mean?
You can in combat, but I mean, basically, it's effectively it's instantly, more or less. Like unless they're
Well,
really
maybe the
complex
drones might have
runes.
some on them.
Well, right. That's what I'm thinking.
We live in like a pseudo tech pseudo magic, like
Techno magic.
Everything seems, everything's like hybrid, kind of like Arcane.
Yes,
everything's,
it's
like,
Hex Tech.
intertwined.
Fuck.
Yeah.
We cracked the code.
I think that's what I appreciate so much about Starfinder is that it's blending so many other like concepts and identities from other IPs that I've appreciated in like the sci-fi, futuristic, magical genre. I think it does it quite well, actually.
Starfinder's hard, man.
Yeah, it's complex as fuck, dude.
Yeah, because of the complexity.
I feel like I barely even have my character sheet filled
fucking
out,
traditional D&D is like, oh, it's high fantasy. Everyone knows what high fantasy is, right? High fantasy exists in a very safe, well understood space, so you can work in that.
Rogue.
Yeah. When you get to futurism and modernism, where everything is much more fluid and there's much more to keep track of, like, oh, I just hacked a computer and somebody on a different planet can trace me and fucking make the computer. That's complicated. There's so many more things to consider in a futuristic world than there are in a high fantasy simple world because of the level and
the developments that we currently live in.
Yeah, well, or it expands on them because communication in our day and age is fucking instantaneous. So like we're talking,
what the fuck is it then? At that point, yeah.
Yeah. So Starfinder's hard because it's so fucking complicated.
I wish that there was like a Lord of the Rings like length book or series that I could like read about the world that like a Dune almost. Like I
the Starfinder world.
I want lore.
I'm sure you can find it, but nothing official. I think.
See, if it's not canon, then it's not relevant.
I think there are people out there that write that kind of literature, trying to be as close to canon as possible, but because Paizo limits the amount of information that they give to people to encourage the roleplay aspect of the game, like. That's the beauty of like TTRPGs is like you have like a limited amount of information and there's a bunch of stuff that you can look into the lore, but the lore is also what you make it.
100%. All that tracks, but I don't think that eliminates the ability for them to produce canon material.
Oh no, 100%. No, I absolutely.
You can still deviate.
Absolutely.
And you can still choose to disregard it should you want to.
Yeah.
I just, I want to like read about like, Solarian traditions and like the fucking training they go through.
Right.
Like all the nerdy shit that like makes my character authentic. And
yeah,
maybe I'm just being lazy and I don't want to imagine it up, but I want it to be genuine and in the real universe that we're playing in. Does that fucking make sense, or am I just being pretentious prima donna?
No, that makes sense. I think you also have to consider that Starfinder's new, man. Like,
how new is it?
It was first published in 2017.
Wow. So it's still
yeah. D&D just celebrated its 50th year in existence.
Stranger Things.
So like the amount of time that, like, if you compare it to D&D, that the makers have had to build that canon is immense compared to Starfinder, which is a offshoot of Pathfinder.
And it's already so deep and complex.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how much deeper it's gonna get.
Okay,
it's awesome.
Back.
We didn't take breaks. We just fucking bantered.
Yep.
That's okay. I mean, you're allowed to use your breaks however you'd like.
How dare you encourage us?
Like, okay.
I did catch the last bit of that about lore stuff. So I don't. There's no Starfinder novels that I'm aware of, like there is with like Wizards of the Coast D&D. But I do know that they published a Starfinder comic book series. If you're interested in that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
like a graphic novel kind of thing, or like literally just like manga or comics.
I think it's a graphic novel. I haven't read it, so I don't know if it's good, how long it is, etc. I just know they worked on it, and it's called Angels of the Drift.
Fuck, that's such a cool
Sounds
name.
Good.
Also, for April Fools, they did sell a fucking book.
April Fools, they did.
Yeah, it's called The Gap, where you learn the secrets of the Gap.
Well,
Oh, nice. Nice.
I love this prank also because in lore, for generations, all information from the mysterious period in Starfinder history known as the Gap has been lost, and now, well, it's still lost. This April 1st, take a peek into Paizo's latest Starfinder tome to reveal nothing. That's right. This book is blank. Repeat, there is nothing written in this book yet. We may not be willing to divulge the secrets of the Gap, but we are willing to go a long way for April Fools. This real hardcover book containing 160 pages of blank matte paper will be perfect for concocting your own theories about what may have transpired during the missing years between Galarian and Absalom Station.
That's
Written by
hilarious.
nobody. Seriously, it's blank. $15.
I'd buy it, 100%. That's the dopest thing I've ever
That's such a good fucking bit.
Pretty sick.
Damn it, Paizo. Wow.
But yeah.
Anyway.
I was just talking to someone the other day. So like I started another audiobook today and it's a fantasy one and I was like, fuck,
Oh, cool.
I want to run I have an idea for 3 more D&D campaigns set in my own fantasy world about Drow in
cool.
particular because the book is about Drow and I'm like, oh, now I want to run these. But then also I was having in that same conversation just like I really love the flexibility of Starfinder because it has fantasy elements in it, like you guys were saying, and techno stuff and all this stuff. So I'm like, I can apply it to literally any sci-fi thing I want. I could just ignore the magic if I want it to just be like a pure fucking like cyberpunk
if you want
thing.
it,
Or,
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
You can make it purely guns and just say, nope,
Yeah.
there's no magic in this world.
Like I can say Solarian is a fucking Jedi because they have force powers and they shoot gravity. I'm like, you could literally do any sort of sci-fi. So I like
one
it.
solar manifestation away from being a legitimate Jedi. It's called
Yeah.
Plasma Sheath, and whenever
Oh,
I fucking
fuck
draw
yeah.
my solar or lunar weapon, it sheaths the entire weapon in plasma energy. That
Sick.
being said, I'm not min-maxing to that degree because supposedly that is like the go-to thing that you select because it just amps your fucking DPS ridiculously. I'm not going that. I went fucking Hunter x Hunter. What the hell is the fucking creepy guy that like sent out the bubble gum? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I've not watched that anime.
Okay, never mind. Hisoka is his name.
Sorry.
I'm so disappointed, dude.
Anyway, as we return, you have the knowledge. It is magical in nature, and Fireheart was taken. And now, what's the next steps?
Are there magic scrolls that you can buy of a spell, but not like be able to cast the spell itself?
That's a good question.
Oh yeah, I did no research on anti-magic measures because we were fucking talking why TTRPGs are fucking cool.
Wait, I mean, I don't know. I thought that was an invigorating conversation.
Oh no, I'm so
was
for
very
it.
topical.
I completely forgot that I had an objective, which was to look up
we had
anti-magic
homework, we
shit.
just disregarded. Yeah, 100%.
Does not appear that there are.
Okay. Are there any way to quickly change out your spell list at all? Because Dampen Magic is on the Rizzler's spell list, but he doesn't have it learned right now.
Oh yeah,
So, like,
yeah. Can we level up
so-
really quick so I can swap spells? I would also love to be level 5.
So
Okay.
here's the...
Tactic.
Is there like a...
It's almost like a scroll, but it's cooler.
Cooler. Tell us.
Let me
I know.
just say my idea first. Is
Okay,
it,
yeah, you go.
like, there's the retraining module that Shizu went through. Is there like a retraining your spell list module that you can do? But
I think it would be that same module. Because
okay.
it just lets you rewrite any part of your class, basically.
Okay, and you were saying with the spell list thing?
Yeah,
Or the
so
scroll?
there's something called Spell Putty, invented by space goblins to better taste spells found on Absalom Station scrap. It is a purple-gray putty that you spend 1 minute working the putty against a... Or what?
You like work the putty against whatever magically inscribed thing you want to know is like what spell it's
Yeah.
under.
Yeah, and then basically you consume the putty afterwards, and if the spell that you imprinted the putty with is on your spell list, you spend a resolve point and you learn that spell for 8 hours.
That sounds perfect. Rattle, do you have any?
No.
That was her brother that
Yeah,
ate weird.
Goog definitely
crazy
would have had
things.
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely would have had some.
But if there are any goblins here, you could probably buy it.
How expensive?
Are
is
there
it?
goblins on this planet?
Or some.
Doc.
They kind of go everywhere. This is what level was what spell did you want?
Dampen magic.
Dampen magic.
So
What level is
level
that?
1. Level 1.
So that would only cost you 100 credits to get some level 1 spell buddy.
That's fucking
What-
cheap as shit. That's
what
actually,
about,
I love that mechanic.
Dispel magic, which is level 2.
Level 2 one is 300 credits.
That's
That's-
still, I could fucking spend some money, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
Look at us doing investigative work.
Well, I like that idea. I was gonna go more. Let me find a magic shield route, but I do like that. Well, so then lies the issue of like I have to find something to slap this putty on that has either the dispel magic or dampen magic effect.
Yeah.
Is there like an emporium that they? the
Yeah, is
goblins
there a
has, like,
mage emporium around?
Hold on, let me look at. Maybe this is a better item actually. I'm just like basically going through the wiki on items that I'm like, maybe this is useful.
Dude, I'm diving down a rabbit hole on a totally other item at the moment. This fucking game is so dense. It is insane to
Yeah.
me.
Oh wait, okay, so there's not scrolls, but there's spell gems, which is essentially the same thing as a scroll
Oh,
is in
rad.
regular D&D.
Oh yeah, I was just reading about that because I can identify them using a action because I'm a mystic.
Okay, yeah, so it's a little more expensive than the putty, but then it doesn't involve you having to find something to rub the putty against. But level 1 spell gem, 140 credits. Level 2, 450.
Do they have a limited number of uses
1 use per
gem?
cast of
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so when you use it, you have to make a level check against the item level. And if you fail, the spell doesn't go off, but the gem still has the spell until it works.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice actually.
So it's not consumed on failure. But there is a chance it won't work if you're like in the heat of the
Right.
moment.
Great song, by the way. What the fuck is that? I also wanted to look at the spell chip that you can put in computers.
Oh,
But I can't. Oh, here it is. It's possible to create spell gems in the form of chips that can be slotted into computer systems as a user capable of utilizing an equivalent spell gem with access to the computer in which such spell chips are installed can cast related spells whenever controlling the computer and gains a +2 circumstance bonus to any skill check involving these spells. Spell chips cost 110% of a spell gem with the same spells. So basically, if I, Rizzler, were to buy spell gems and then Alan gets spell chips, we could slap the spell gem in the computer and he could, in theory, cast spells?
Oh yeah, I could then cast the spell through the computer.
Yeah. And
Funny.
when a spell is expended from a spell chip, the chip itself is not destroyed, and the spells can be reloaded into the spell chip for 90% of the normal price of a new spell chip. So they're renewable and cheaper to do so. So you can just reload and just have like, oh, I have 5 dampened magic bullets in my fucking taser
My-
phone.
Yeah, in my little Google Glass.
Yeah, that's so
That's sick,
sick.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll buy some spell gems. I think that's a great fucking route to take. Good thinking, Taman.
Yeah, anything else seems too expensive right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else that I'm finding is like $12,000 to dispel magic because it's a pretty high. It's like endgame stuff being able to dispel magic.
Mm-hmm. And the spell has to be on my class list, yeah, okay. DC equal to spell gems level +1. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's not a high DC.
Yeah,
You need
that's
to add guard
super
level
easy.
to the check, so basically
Yeah.
just don't roll a 1.
No kidding. Okay. Let me check my monies. I have 1100. So could I do 2 dispel magic? That's the level 2 spell. For what, 900?
Yep.
And then 2 dampen magic for another 280. God, that's gonna cut it close. 900 plus 280. I will have 14 credits left, but I can buy 2 of each. Perfect.
Nice.
Nice. There's pulse grenades, which could destroy the drones, but I don't think they're going to be grouped up enough for them to be worth it. Also, I can't afford them, so never mind.
Don't worry, I can do an amplified glitch on robots.
Heck yeah.
What does that mean?
I can, as a standard action, introduce a fast-acting virus into a nearby technological device to briefly cause them to malfunction.
No, it's like short circuit in Cyberpunk.
Yes.
Man, I'm just speaking in like references tonight.
Video game
Sorry.
references?
I don't, video game. I've done a lot of anime, some movies, and
Dude, I
shit.
prefer this to gaslighting that you had like 2 days
Dude,
ago.
come on, man. I thought that was so funny. It wasn't even like aggressive gaslighting. It was like kind of nonchalant gaslighting. Okay, whatever.
Amplified glitch is not as cool as the
You're
Cyberpunk example, though.
again.
I'm sorry, I'm getting flamed, Chris. I couldn't hear you.
I said my amplified glitch is not as good as the Cyberpunk version of it, though. All it does is give them a debuff for a couple rounds.
What's the debuff?
-2 on all D20 rolls.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is a nice debuff. It's not as cool as a stun that also does a bunch of damage.
Oh, dude. If I'm not gonna get into it. Is there net running in this universe? Like, how do you interface with the web? Because we've talked purely analog, like with a human interface device so far, right?
Mostly, but I think I now.
Remember what it was like to feel.
Oh yeah. I have a
to love.
data jack. Well, that's not. It's still analog, I guess. But I have the Cyberpunk like hookup thing now, so I can hook up to any computer, even one that doesn't have like a keyboard and monitor type interface and stuff.
Oh, like the thing that like comes out of the wrist.
Yeah, I have that.
That's fucking cool.
Got
Nice.
that installed in our last round of cybernetic upgrades.
Cool. I for some reason I was thinking it was more like a data port, like Matrix, like straight back of the head for you.
Well, it's pretty like usable. Like it's easily maneuverable and stuff, and I can use it to interface with anything. So I assume it's something like
Cool.
easier access.
Nice.
Saying that medicine to end afflictions. I don't think this would apply.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think this one would. Anything that could boost your will saving throw would be applicable for spoiler alerts.
My wisdom score is 8, so I'm gonna do great with these wisdom checks.
Don't be mind controlled. Easy.
Exactly. Just don't get hit.
Yeah.
That's my life. I live that reality, Chris. I'm ready to go.
Dodge the Rengar. Pink the spear.
I
Yeah.
just was traumatized by a Rengar fucking in
Were you
there.
really?
Okay, don't do this to me. Yeah, I was playing Annie. That character's so fucking obnoxious, dude. Emmett was there actually. He witnessed. He would watch as the Rengar jumped out of the bush and one-tapped me.
I'm not seeing the other fucking spell taming. I see dampened magic. What was the other one? Dispel? It's a
Dispel
third
magic?
level spell. I don't have third
Oh, is it
level
first?
spells.
Okay, I thought it was second.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, it's a third level spell. Let me see if there are any cool other second level spells so I don't have to.
Might have been looking at. No, never mind.
Augury, learn whether an action will be good or bad. That's fucking insane.
I love that one.
Yeah.
How many? Wait, how frequently?
It's a second level spell, so as many second level spells as you can cast.
That sounded like a consumable item, but essentially. It's
Oh,
just
I
like
could make it a consumable with a
rolling
spell
the
gem.
dice. Holy fuck.
Yeah, let me get my raccoon penis bones and do some voodoo.
That's definitely Irvin's realm.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like what. You wouldn't get any fucking followers from that kind of occult shit.
Yeah.
been
But
a
there's
while,
a
but I used
bypass
to-
password spell. They can use
Yeah.
magic to access a password protected computer.
Is that like
funny.
knock, like the spell
Yeah.
in?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Uh.
like literally the equivalent. It's I hack you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love it. That's pretty cool, actually. Is it a guaranteed or is it just a bonus to the check?
I don't know. I haven't clicked on it.
Gotcha.
Probably guaranteed, I bet.
Mhm.
Yeah, probably. That's kind of fucking cracked. I feel like it should be, increasing levels to correspond with the level of the computer system that I was trying to have. But
It usually goes, so at least in the fantasy version, it auto works unless the lock is also enchanted. So I assume it'd be like
Ah.
it auto works unless the computer is reinforced against stuff like this.
Oh
Got
my
it.
god. I
That makes
found
sense.
I think I found the best spell in the game. So on my
Oh.
level up, I know what I'm taking. It's called Ego Whip. You overwhelm your
nice.
opponent's ego, diminishing its sense of self, hope, and confidence. The target takes a -2 penalty to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks.
So you're just gonna use that in your
It's
Dom
also
dungeon?
yeah. In addition, the target's staggered for the
You're whipping
duration.
them with your ego.
Oh my god, Ego Whip is fucking sick.
It's hilarious.
And it really thematically works with the Rizzler.
It fits so disturbingly well.
That's awesome.
Is it an attack or is it like?
It's a spell.
An
I mean,
Does it do damage? Or
No,
just
but
the
it
debuff on
it,
rolls?
it debuffs. I mean, that's a huge debuff though.
That's cool as fuck. Yeah. Hit him during like a good cop, bad cop, big cop interrogation, and fucking just whip him with your ego.
Have you ever played
perfect.
Phoenix Wright?
Probably capital punishment. No, but I'm aware of it. Why?
There's a character, one of the prosecutors. She whips everybody in the courtroom, and that's all I can fucking think about.
Oh yeah, the white-haired girl.
Hmm
It's fucking dope.
It's
Nice.
so funny.
All right, so you have some consumables. You've spent all your money, I think.
Yeah, if I can find a good level 2 spell, that would make sense. That's
Oh yeah, I
similar
forgot
enough.
you can't get
so-
level 2.
Yeah. I can get level 2, not 3.
Yeah. So when you get these consumables, what's the next step for us? Because we still don't quite have a plan.
So we have
Yeah,
a
go
possible
for
way
it.
to break the magic. We just need a way to get in and out, so we can possibly cure them. Maybe there's a way we can move the prisoners, like order like a prisoners and like hijack them while on the move or something, or like figure out when they move prisoners. I don't think they do though, because they just stay on the island, self-sufficient. So maybe not. Or
Mhm.
maybe like fake a positive test or something with the
There-
spell. I don't know.
There also is possibility if we get to the island and defeat the security systems, the drones or whatever is there, on the island itself there might be local controls for the anti-air guns or
to
there might
fly
be
out afterward. Yeah.
yeah, or I could disable them just on the spot with like engineering checks. He doesn't say it like that, but
Mhm.
essentially, yeah. If we get there and I have personal access to the anti-air ghost, I might be able to turn them off. So if we like go there as a group, handle the business, and then disable them, if we have Rattle could drive the ship over to us and pick
Ocean's
us up
11.
after. Yeah.
This is a fucking heist. It's a prison break. This is an Ocean's 11 maneuver. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else we could really do. I don't think we have any other prep.
Mhm.
What do you got, Peter?
What
Are you
the
just looking through spells still?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought so.
How is this a level 2 spell? Oh my god, that's such a coin flip. Holy shit. Temporal Shudder. You cause a ripple in time that affects all creatures in a 30-foot radius. At the start of each creature's turn, there's a 50% chance the creature is affected by haste, or a 50% chance is affected by the slow spell.
What does the slow spell do again?
Debilitating levels of debuffs.
Yeah, it's
Jesus
every
Christ.
debuff you could fucking imagine, pretty much.
Wait, and it's just a 50-50 coin flip, or how do you determine which one you get hit by?
It's a coin flip.
50-50, yeah. I feel like that's an Irvin kind of. He's a gambling man. The Irvin
Truly.
spell.
We found like a space casino yet? I just started playing New Vegas.
Oh my god.
First time?
Very, very first time. I'm like
Oh
still
wow.
I
Nice.
just finished 3 like a couple days ago, and I instantly dove into New Vegas.
Nice. Do you have the DLC and such?
I have all the DLCs because I got the Game of the Year edition. I waited until it was on sale and I fucking hit that shit because I made the mistake of not installing any of the DLCs for Fallout 3. I hit level cap like super fast, and
Yeah.
then I felt like I had already completed the game, so I just like blitzed. I don't know. I put 100 hours or something into it. New Vegas, I'm just gonna play all of it. It is. I'm all in. It's a great series.
I'd also suggest getting some mods as well. There's some crazy good mods
Yeah.
for it, but
Yeah, if you have
Yeah.
recommendations. I was looking into that, but I was like, you know, I feel like there's probably people more informed than me that I could just inquire to.
Alright,
there's also something to be said for beating it once without them. But anyway,
I can't
I was thinking
find
about doing 2 runs actually.
I can't find any other level 2 spell that would help, so I think I'll just stick with Dampen Magic and I'll just take 4 of them instead.
nice.
Jesus.
And then 4 times 140.
Alternatively, for the maybe we just blow up the anti-aircraft plan kind of bit, we could just buy some mines. And if I can't find a turn off button, we can set the mines down and blow that shit up.
That sounds like an Irvin
I think
parameter, you know. What do you think, demo expert?
we approach it from both angles. I mean, who says that we can't disable it magically and blow it up? Like, it's not a bad thing to be prepared.
Contingencies.
Why are good mines so expensive? Never mind, Jesus.
Wait, could Rattle manufacture them if we got her some raw materials?
Oh shit!
If we have enough time.
I'm just like fucking hanging out in the
Yeah,
wiki.
that's a time
Yeah.
issue. That's a time issue.
Yeah,
But maybe.
crafting is a little slow, but she definitely could make us explosives if we give her raw materials.
Could Irvin give her like a fucking super stimulant? You know, fucking just Adderall her onto the table? Or how does that work actually? Do you have anything of that speeding up
It's,
processes
for-
or no?
I can give her a stimulant, but it's not like something that's intended for like use over a few hours.
Like cocaine.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's like an instant hit and
Yeah.
powered up. And okay, because it's in comic. Got it. Isn't there like an extensive list of like pharmaceuticals or whatever? Or no?
Yep.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's just nothing of that degree. Got it. Other item.
You can get a stimulant as a medicine.
How long would it take Rattle to make, say,
Fuck, there's so many.
3 bombs if we can source the material?
It's 4 hour per bomb, with a chance that she fails the check and then has to spend another 4 hours. So 12 hours, assuming she doesn't fail.
12
She has
hours
a pretty low fail chance.
I think it's worth it. 12 hours isn't a terrible amount of time, especially if we plan to just.
We can do other stuff in
Well,
preparation.
we can do other stuff while she's making them. Like we can do a little more like information gathering and preparing, and then as soon as the bombs are done, we can just fucking hit it.
Is there a way that we could like get, the anarchist cookbook or something, like, the digital PDF from Alan? Or is it more just like the meticulousness of the manufacturing of it?
It's just the literal time it takes to put everything together and get it in a functional state.
Cool.
It would be 600 credits worth of raw materials per explosive.
How much, sir?
But then 600 per
Per bomb.
explosive, or per mine, per bomb, yeah. And if you use them in just regular combat, they do 46 damage
Fuck me.
in a 15-foot radius. Radius.
Well, I still have
That's
600
literally
credits
my
after my spell gem purchase, so I could buy one bomb if you guys are each also willing to contribute 600 credits.
Chris, I was just running the numbers, transferring my credits over, and all the thruster heals and the ability enhancement that I purchased a while ago. I don't think I ever calculated in, just to hold myself accountable, I don't think I ever calculated in whatever training crystal or reprogramming device that we used as the justification to do a respec, relative respec.
I think that.
Do you remember what that was in terms of price?
Do not. I mean, I can find out later. I don't need to look over right now. But
Okay. Well, I have 1,600 credits minus whatever that price is.
so if we all do 600 each, that's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want her to make 4 bombs?
Yeah, fuck it.
Irvin, you want to go in for 600 more?
Yeah, I can do 600.
I can do 600.
Okay, let me.
I'm down to 157 credits.
I'm down to 54.
Okay,
Oh,
so
love that fucking nat
Yeah.
1.
it doesn't waste the components. Like I said, she just needs to spend another 5 hours on it, or 4 hours rather. But
What's the DC on it? Oh my goodness.
yeah, I mean, she basically has to roll 5 or higher. What was it? 4, 8. So we have 2 bombs after 8 hours if we want to go with 2, or we wait the whole essentially 24-hour period and she gives us 4.
I think we go
Where
for
are
4.
we in the where are we in the day-night cycle?
Yeah, is it crime time yet?
Yeah, when she started, it would be crime time. It'd be
Woo!
nighttime,
Crime time! We can't always be good guys. We have to do like we're mercenaries. We have to ride that moral line. Let's do crime.
We are doing a prison break. That is a crime.
And building
It's
bombs,
just the most
likely
logical time to
illegally.
make the approach.
Yep.
Oh,
Government
you want to?
raids always happen at like 3 a.m., right?
Well,
in terms of
Yeah, but this is a prison break that
conventional
allows
hours.
visitors for free. So I don't think time is necessarily an issue, especially since it's a fully automated prison as well. Like,
I'm still really confused as to like the completely open and available visitation like abilities, even like fucking 24/7. Yet also it's like a maximum security mind control prison. It's
I
daunting.
love it because I want to see
I
why.
haven't wrapped my head around it. Yeah, like Shizu is like
I wanna
still
get in
kind
there.
of like perturbed by it.
Mhm.
Dude, it's so satisfying face cams having Chris's like little like satisfied smiles when we're talking about something that he knows the answer to.
Because I
Yeah.
have to always try to remain
I know, I
neutral,
know.
or if I do anything, I'm like, let me just do a generic smile.
I have a generic, like a good poker face, because it's like it's just a knowing, like kind of mischievous smile, whether good, bad, whatever. I
Yeah.
try not to read into it. We're not playing poker, you know.
Oh, wait. So, are we going in the middle of the night with 2 bombs, or are we waiting until the morning with 4? Basically, is the question.
I vote morning with 4.
Don't we lose the cover of darkness?
Oh no! The cover of darkness in this high-tech
these are
security
robots.
prison guarded by drones
are
that see
robots,
with
dude.
infrared. Ah, darn!
No, dude, they got thermal, bro. 100%
Yeah,
they got
dude.
thermal.
Night means shit in this
100%.
world. Unless we're doing crime.
It is a crime to break someone out of prison.
Yeah, but we're talking like cool crime that happens at night, not like breaks. Like prison breaks are always daytime shit.
Prison breaks are always daytime shit. Like when? What do you mean?
You tell me the last movie. I can name one movie that I've ever seen or TV show in my entire life where a prison break happens at night.
You
'Cause
think-
it's
you mean, like,
awfully
prison breaks,
convenient.
like when they start a riot.
Not
and then,
necessarily.
like, everyone, like, breaks up?
Even when you
Okay.
sneak out.
What about like the guys that like fucking chiseled through the wall or whatever? Guantanamo, I think it was. Shawshank? Is that Shawshank? Am I just like going crazy? Someone help.
I've never
You
seen
kinda got
Shawshank,
it.
so I don't know.
Did I? Okay,
I don't think we should spoil that for people.
got it. Good to know. Good to know. You should see Shawshank Redemption. It has a 9.3 on IMDb.
Ah, that's probably shit.
Come on.
Okay. Standard action to set. Love 1d6 rounds, 46 damage. Okay, cool.
Just in case we need to actually use them.
Yeah, in
instead of
case we
setting
need to
them on our-
fucking throw one somewhere.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then what else did I have? Is the plan to just rattle drive the car and pick us up when we call you?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be the
Is
plan
she
for now.
capable of actually piloting the ship? I know that she shoots
We're gonna
things
find out.
quite proficiently. Does Alan or Shizu want to run her through like a driver's ed? You know, and just to make sure that
She's
her
been
skills
busy building
translate.
bombs. We don't have time to train her. Just give her the joystick and run.
Alternatively, you 3 can go and Alan can wait to pick you up.
As much as
No,
I
hack the
fucking,
drones.
as much as I love that idea, I think if we go in as 3, we are surely to die.
So might as well all die together as 4.
Exactly.
100%.
If we're gonna
One for
TPK,
all,
we have to
one for
have the
one.
P, and we have to have the TP,
The T.
the total party.
Fair enough.
I like
Okay.
it.
And are we doing anything to disguise ourselves? Are we literally just walking up to the like visitation office and being like, sign our names, we're good to go, let's get in this boat?
Yeah, Rizzler's definitely throwing on his disguise. Because he can do it
So
magically.
what's our alias? What's our cover?
I don't know, you tell me.
I guess I'm more asking player to player for Peter for the
Let me
for the
click.
improv, because Shizu's probably coming with him realistically to like, you know, fucking bolster the facade. And what do you think?
I'm a recently graduated therapy student, and I'm working towards my doctorate so I can practice. And this is my capstone: is to do research on the program here at the prison.
So now it's Silence of the Lambs or Mindhunter.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, kind of. I dig both aspects. It's just okay. So that's
I think that's the Rizzler's cover.
okay.
Because he did the. I was
she's-
gonna say insurance agent, but I did that bit last time. I had to switch it up a little bit.
Shizu will just be his fucking lab assistant that, you know, like takes notes and everything. right, and stays kind of quiet in the background.
What the fuck does Irvin
It's
do?
either that or he's going fucking full PI,
Is
bro.
Irvin the test subject?
Irvin the test subject?
Irvin was gonna be like crawling through some underwater aqueducts, to be perfectly frank.
Yeah, we don't know how long Irvin's gonna. Yeah, we might need Irvin. Yeah, but to get in, he needs some kind of cover to get in. I mean, we could send him
Well,
off to do his bombing
I
run.
already got the detective outfit
Yeah, are you my?
with the passes.
Oh shit! Yeah.
True.
You're getting
Who
me
is
in.
the original fucking
Right.
private eye? Holy shit!
Okay, so yeah, you're just my connection to be able to do my research.
I'm your PI.
Yeah, you're a family
This is the guy
friend.
that actually even gets us in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Shizu is
Goddamn
probably
trust fund kitty.
you're my wealthy
Jesus,
uncle that
this is
paid for my
one.
college.
Totally forgot you got 4 passes to bring weapons in.
Yeah,
Fucking hilarious.
yeah.
The
Well done,
weapons.
Taman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
I was
this
just
this
about to
whole
be like,
this
we're gonna
whole
have to
we're
pass a
carrying
check.
4 bombs in thing got really easy all of a
disregard
sudden.
the explosives.
Yeah.
Those are totally conventional for our research.
Yeah, they're
Why-
just.
Why do you?
We're going mining later.
I'm at a. Don't. Listen, he's
Into
a
their
little.
psyche, it's a metaphor. Don't worry.
No, they're just old hard drives. It's an old school. These are the ones they had to rent to me through the library. It's just so I can copy my data onto them.
Ah.
They're just old.
Bricka
They're
C4.
bombs.
No, like they're old computers. They're like bricked.
Yeah, knowledge bombs. It says on the side. It's like painted on.
Well, either way, his paper says you can carry whatever on, so you guys can just get on the boat.
Thank you.
Yeah. So literally, you guys came up. Essentially, there at the docks, there was a relatively small facility that basically had a checkout area where you came in. There was one living staff there, and he was running a scanner. You step through the scanner, it fucking went crazy because we all have guns and bombs and whatnot.
And
Then you
spears.
had and spears, and you hand the guy your passes.
Don't
and,
worry, I have a permit.
yeah, he like takes a look at it for a while, sends him onto the computer, and then it's like, oh, okay, I guess you guys can. Well, here you go, and he hands you guys 4 visitors permits. Like these will, I mean, the island's pretty open anyway, so you're allowed to walk wherever. But I mean, just keep these on, just so like the automated security doesn't bother you or pester you or anything like that. You should be good. Yeah, enjoy your stay, and when you're ready, you just get back onto the boat. It's an automatic thing, so you go in, there's literally just a push a button and go, and it'll bring you back here automatically, self-driving, so you're good. No checkout time needed. If
Cool.
you're there for a while, you might see someone else at this booth, and they'll check you out.
Rock on.
Yep.
Thanks.
Okay. You jump in your boat, and you begin.
Sick. That was easy.
Yeah, all because of the fucking passes. I mean, I guess it wasn't easy to get those passes, but
Yeah.
I forgot about this. Hilarious.
Yeah, our send taming in strategy worked again. Too
Literally.
well.
It's never failed, in fact. In fact,
Exactly.
this is actually round 3. Technically, we're already sending Irvin in. He's already fucking in. We just happen to be in close proximity with him for now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Wait. So you guys, it take a little while to get there. It's not super far from the coast, but you do pass a few other small islands on the way there. Each of the islands look very much like beautiful Caribbean island type vibes. Beautiful beaches that you can see as you drive past them. They have wonderful looking like areas of forestry on it. Most of the village is blocked, so you can't see the actual like compound and living arrangements by walls that are around, presumably where their houses are. And you can see each of the islands as you pass. You can see the anti-aircraft guns on the walls and around the shipment and stuff. But even as you pass by some of the other islands, you can see that there's a large like welcome gate, and it's open at, like next to small docks on each of the islands, presumably where the boats drop you off. And so you guys get driven to. Anyway, you guys get driven to the one that holds all our prisoners, and you get dropped off at the little dock. And so we jump off. We walk up to the. What are you doing?
Totally disregard me.
Okay.
I keep on fucking clicking things when I'm trying to hit the gear.
Oh yeah, no worries. So you guys get dropped off in your little dock, just like all the other islands you saw. This one is no different. Beautiful foliage and views of the ocean around. The water is all relatively calm, and we are approaching a missile launcher mounted wall with a little welcome sign that is all very pleasant. We only see one security drone near the gate. It is just standing next to the entrance, basically, and we are getting there pretty early in the morning. It's daytime, but it is still early. So at least the like small cobblestone path that leads up to the first large common area building, which all of it looks like nice, but it's like bungalows that are tried to be designed to look like cabin or rustic-esque. So it like looks nice, but when you get close, you can see the material's not all super great. But yeah, you don't see anyone outside at the moment as you're walking up just towards the entrance.
Okay.
There are other paths you could go to if you don't want to go to the main entrance.
What is the security drone mounted with?
Yeah.
Can you see?
What's he look like?
He looks like it's a four-legged security drone that
It's
is
a security
probably-
horse.
I mean, it's like just a fucking, I don't know what to describe it as. It's
Still
four
like a
legs,
Boston
torso.
Dynamics robot. Oh shit.
Is
Yeah,
it a crab?
Sure, except instead of pinchers, it has two like gun arms.
Yeah, gun crab.
Crab gut.
Crab gun. Crab gun.
Let's see if I can find it.
Battlecast Urgot, right?
No, crab gut.
Urgot by design, because of how his legs work, is like.
There's
very
a skin
kinda
called
grind.
crab gut, you Mongol.
Yeah, but we're not
Mongol?
talking like a horrible abomination like droid that's like fucking, covered in like
Sorry.
prosthetic skin stitched together, right?
By
I thought
Middle
we were
Ages
talking
are
like
showing.
a Boston Dynamics like robot kind of thing.
So it looks like that, except it's
Ooh,
white.
that's fucking super cool. Dude, that looks like a Protoss kind of thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a Digimon.
Digimon.
Digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Champions.
I raised one. It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It totally does, dude. There's like an entire line. Isn't there, Taming?
What?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Crawlers with a K.
No, just this kind of aesthetic, no?
Yeah, the crawlers.
I'm sorry, I'm fucking pulling off track.
Okay,
Go for it,
so
Chris.
our options are walk straight to the main entrance in the largest part of the building. There's a path off to the left that looks like it leads to smaller buildings, or a path to the right that looks like it leads to essentially an open air rec area like basketball courts, tennis courts, that sort of vibe.
Is there anyone out there at the moment?
No, you guys here got here pretty early in the morning, so you're not sure if they're sleeping or what they're doing, but there's nobody outside right now.
I think the main entrance just gonna check the area out, see where we would potentially need to plant the bombs, and see if we run into anybody, like how much of a security force there is present. Well, just kind of get a whole idea. I'd say go through the main gate.
We head through the main gate into the largest building of the area. The first area we come into is like a sitting area where you see lots of like couches, lounge area, stuff like that. There are bookshelves. There's no TV or anything like that in here. But
Bastards.
you do see one person you see Roche. She is in here. She's lounging in one of the chairs and it looks like she's reading a book. And you can, before like she reacts or anything, so you can hear through an open door what sounds like, I mean, I'm sure you guys have all heard this, like a school cafeteria type vibe. Like it's a room, you hear clattering dishes, you hear the din of conversation, etc. But that's just beyond into the next room. So as you come into the room, obviously you guys are like geared out and stuff, so your steps are not very quiet. Roche like looks up from her book and then she's like, staring at you guys for a second in what seems like shocked recognition, but it's like either she doesn't want to say anything or it's like taking longer than normal for her to like start, I guess is like the best way I could describe it.
Hey!
You
Very excited to think of you.
what are you guys doing here?
Oh, we're
We're
just
conducting research, aren't we,
yeah,
sir?
we're taking
Doctor?
we're taking a look around, just trying to get understand what's going on here.
She like slowly closes her book and is like getting to a stand. She's like, but I know you guys.
I mean, I think we've run into each other before, yeah.
Our marketing campaign's pretty effective.
He just has one of those faces, you know, well-known doctor and all.
you're a
Rizzler is
doctor?
disguised right now.
Yeah, but I mean the other
Yeah.
three aren't. It's like,
Yes.
wait, you're a doctor?
I am.
She like will come over closer and she's like, look, I used to do some crazy stuff with necrographs and things like that, and I've even like replaced some of my own
Thanksgiving.
body parts, but this is not who I am. I need you to reverse all the necrographs in me. Can you take them out?
Do you have replacements?
Well, no, I'm not right now, but I mean, I want to go back to what I was before.
Gotcha. Here, talk to my assistant. He'll put you on a list. Look, right now I'm doing psychological research and I'm not practicing any surgery, but I will be at one point, and I'll promise you'll be the first patient. As soon as I start and I'm certified for that, I can definitely get those necrographs off of you.
Great, yeah. And she like starts looking between the others. She's like, which one? Who do I need to give my name to?
The tall one.
So the more that I'm thinking about it, should probably be Alan that's cosplaying as the doctor, and then Shizu's playing the private investigator. But I think we're already in so deep that
What? Irvin's the
we somehow
PI.
found like a nice big long lab coat. Huh? Yeah,
Irvin's
Irvin's
the
the PI.
Alan's
What
just.
is Alan doing?
He's just Alan.
He's just being Alan.
No, I'm
Okay,
your tech
okay.
guy. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
working
yeah,
with you
he's
to
the
make
guy.
sure your stuff. Yeah, on my team.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. There has to be like a computer guy.
Yeah. So he's just Alan.
Shizu.
And I keep
is
my
wanting,
nose
like,
deep down to the ground, because I'm short.
So unless you make up an excuse, Shizu, she will keep you there in conversation, essentially.
Sure. I mean, if I can glean any information about what's happened to her, who she thinks she is, it just kind of remedial stuff, but then not getting too far away from the group that I'd imagine moves on.
Okay. Do we wait for him? Do we try to help him escape that, or are we just the three
No, fuck
walking
him.
in?
Yeah.
Abandoned.
Whoa!
Okay. So
Oh!
we're not that far off, at least initially. So we step into the next area, which we see is the common room with like all the eating areas and stuff like that. We see pretty much everyone that was on the registered list of prisoners. It is a room that's big enough to fit everyone in it comfortably, and it looks like it is breakfast time, so we literally caught almost everyone here because they're all eating. We only see one more drone in this room, and it's behind the serving counter. So whether or not it is combat effective, we can't tell, but it is just essentially handing out food and stuff. And everyone is just in different little groups talking with each other. Occasionally there's a few people that are like sitting on their own. Like you can see Horizon is sitting on his own at a table just eating by himself. You can also see the smuggler is the one we just met is in a corner by himself and like huddled over with his food. Everyone else other than him seems like very relaxed and like they're just here and chilling.
Okay.
Cap. Whatever. Dork.
Doctor.
Dork.
Doctor. Yeah, quack. I know you're
Close
attached
enough.
to your beaver patient, but we should probably make contact with the guy least affected.
I mean, you took the words out of my mind, like right out of my mouth. I was gonna say let's talk to him first and see what's happened in the last, day. Also, beaver patient?
Don't put words in my mouth.
Those were your exact words!
I like how that's the part that he fucking took issue with, not like the quack, dork, god.
Well, those are true.
None of that. He was like, well,
Those are all true. But beaver, that's low. Anyway.
beavers are aquatic mammals, just like otters, right?
Yeah, but they're not
Oh wait,
otters.
sorry. Slightly retroactive. Let me scrap that. Lindell, you don't see, nor do
Oh.
you see Neva or Dizzy. Those three are not here. for
Those
the
three are
breakfast.
not present.
Yeah.
I
my bad,
must
my
be
bad.
seeing things, quack.
Sorry, that was my fault.
No, you're good. Find Tarika
I'm sorry.
immediately. As soon as he steps in the room.
Damn it.
All right, he runs straight towards Tarika, who is currently sitting down with. She is sitting down with. Oh, she's sitting down with Runo. And they are sharing their breakfast. So as you guys come over, they just like look over. It takes them a moment again, just like Riche, before they recognize the other three and their get-ups. And Trick is like, "Oh, you, my old crew. This is
Hey.
wonderful. You guys got brought here too."
Well, sort of. Yeah. What's
Are
what's going on, Tarika?
Oh, it's so nice here. You don't. It's way better than the setup we had in Absalom. You don't even understand. I am actually. Wait, Riz?
Yep. Howdy.
Oh. Okay. Well, this saves some time too. I'm giving my 2 weeks notice, and if possible, I would like to quit effective immediately. So I don't know. I probably never shared this with you. It's actually like a new thing that I've found about myself. It's a passion I didn't know I have. I'm going to be a singer.
Oh shit, Tarika, that I know you have a beautiful voice, but I cannot.
Did
Wait, how does he know that?
He might be lying. He's probably never heard her sing.
Yeah,
But it probably doesn't matter because he imagines that she does have a
100%.
angelic voice. 100%.
I cannot accept that 2 week notice.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, we still haven't finished the last mission, and like it has to be 2 weeks beyond. Like in your contract, it said 2 weeks beyond the last mission completed. So like we have to finish the mission in order for you to put it in your 2 weeks, and that could be like another week or so. So like, but I'll keep it on the table so that you can pursue this. Because
Okay.
I want to be your friend and support you in any way that I can. Also, hold still for a second, and he whips out the dampen magic crystal and uses it on her.
And where I don't think anyone linked what dampen magic does for me yet.
Fuck! I had it open.
No. I can also look it up.
All I have written, and this is all I've, is weaken a cast spell as a reaction.
Oh, okay. One reaction.
But
blah,
we're
blah,
taking
exact
some-
magical hazard.
yeah.
You have to attempt a dispel check. 1d20 plus your level
So,
against the DC. If you're successful, random shit happens. Okay.
so 1d20 plus 4.
Yeah.
Nine.
Cast it at her. She kind of blinks for a moment, looks at the crystal, looks at you, and then is like, "Okay, I mean, I guess that's fine. We can continue talking about me having to do a slow withdrawal from work, but I also have some bad news.
Mm-hmm.
In my discovery of my passion for singing and all the practice that I've been putting in the last few days, I, for some reason, have gotten really clumsy with my hands, and I can't actually figure out how to repair anything anymore. So I don't know how useful I'm going to be, which really I thought would bother me more, but I actually am not that upset, and I really haven't been missing my tinkering projects at home. But
Sure.
I think it's because I love singing so much.
Yeah. Just like quickly turns around to everybody. He's like, what do we do? Hey, Tarika. Yeah. Let's table that for now. Noted,
Okay.
and we'll work on a solution that works for everyone.
Okay.
Can you tell me about what you've been up to besides singing since you got to the island? Like
Yeah. So there's some vid games that you can play here. I haven't really liked them, but he plays them all the time now. And she points across, and you see she's pointing at Fireheart, who while eating his breakfast has like a little handheld game, and he's just like playing, not paying attention to anyone while he's eating. And she's like,
Not the one I expected to be a fucking gamer, by
No, I
the way,
love
not
it.
at all.
I love
he's
it.
like, he's super into them. He plays them all the time.
That's so cool.
There's a bunch of books. Sometimes I've been reading a little bit, but there's really not very much stuff on music. I tried originally to like read up on mechanical stuff, but really I feel like after the first couple of days it was just like harder and harder to read that stuff, and I like didn't even understand the words in it anymore, so it's like it's just jargon.
Yeah, so you
Anyway.
just kind of hang around all day. You don't go to any specific like classes or like.
Oh, yeah, no, we do.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I like playthings and stuff like that, but every day we have to go in for a checkup at the examination room.
And where is that, pray tell?
I mean, you don't need to go to the examination room.
No, I just want to know so like I don't accidentally go into it, you know, like so I can like avoid it while I'm kind of touring the island.
You can do a bluff and a sense motive check.
Fuck yeah. Bluffy 15 and a sense motive 22.
She like kind of narrows her eyes at you for a moment, but then seems like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. And as she's like trying to come up with an answer, you can kind of tell that it seems like at first it's just like something she's just like gonna say, but then there's like a weird struggle where you can, especially because you know it's like a magical mind control that's like changing their mind. It seems like this is a topic that she's like having to force herself to talk about, and it's like a little bit that she's told not to almost. So she kind of hesitates and like lurches in her commentary for a moment before she's like, yeah, down the hall at the end of where, like right there at that door, it's the fourth door on your right is the examination room.
Cool. Okay, cool. So good to know. Won't go in the fourth door on the right down that hallway. Perfect. Great. Rika, it was great seeing you. I have a few other people I need to meet with quickly that I saw earlier, but we'll catch up real soon. Do you want to meet on the tennis court?
Yeah, sure. I'm not very good at tennis, but I think it's...
Neither am I, but I have a great time playing.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Cool. See you there.
Okay.
This is like a pseudo heartbreaking scene. It's kind of fucked up, man.
You ever
It's
seen
like
the
a
fucking-
Alzheimer's patient.
Yeah, you ever seen the movie Awakenings with Robin Williams?
No.
Fuck!
No, I haven't. But this is very
Oh.
like Eternal Sunshine, like
Yeah,
you know,
The Spotless
one
Mind.
forgetting another. Yeah,
Oh, dude. Okay.
trying to remember.
Quick
this
tangent.
Is like it's kind of
Awakenings is
Sounds
one
fun.
of the most heartbreaking movies I've ever watched in my fucking life. But that's precise like concept of like Robin Williams plays this doctor who works with these dementia patients, and he has a breakthrough using a certain drug, and they have these like moments of these like vivid memories, and they
clarity.
can do stuff,
Yeah.
but then they revert back to their like very dude. And it's based on a true story, which is the worst fucking part. Oh, but it's such a good movie. Anyway.
That's a really good subject.
Oh, dude, it's yeah.
Like for a film. Anyway, that's depressing as fuck. I'd imagine Shizu probably pulls himself away at this point and is just standing at the entrance of the room, just staring at them across, like engaging with Tarika.
Yeah, probably.
I think Rizzler will
Catching the gaze of a few people in the crowd, and again, like with Crochet and Tarika, several people, especially those closest to Shizu, like watch him for a little while, and like the recognition thing slowly turns on. But unless he approaches them, most of them are just like eating and kind of like zoo-like stares at him.
Probably gonna go and reconvene with the group though.
Yeah, Rizzler's gonna
Not
meet
my
back with
character or
everyone.
whatever. Yeah. Horizon does catch his eye though.
He's staring very intently at you.
Intently,
Hot.
not vaguely.
Not intent like he knows you. Intently like he should know you, but he's like deja vuing really hard right now.
I was gonna ask if there's like an inverted sense motive to like kind of like, you know, try and
A bluff check.
almost a bluff check, but like I'm not bluffing. It's more like just trying to get him to recognize me. But like, how would you you know signal that? It's a physical thing. I don't think she has any capacity that would be something the Rizzler would be able to do.
100%.
100%. 100%. So he's just gonna go and reconvene with the group.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's mind controlled.
100%.
Great.
They-
Tarika.
Every
He
single.
remembers you at least.
That's true.
That's good. That's the
Not
first step.
good. Everything
That's
is
not
bad. I hate this. I hate this place, and he kind of whispers, hushes, I want to blow this fucking place up. And I know all of these fucking patients go through that exam room, fourth door on the right down that hallway, and I'll be damned if that place isn't ash by the time I leave.
Here, we've got enough explosives for it.
Yeah.
So we're going down there right now, or are we
Yeah,
checking
do
out
it.
anything else?
You know, honestly, I kind of want to hit it right now, because I'm sick of seeing my friends not recognize me.
You're in
Me.
a disguise.
Yeah, but
Captain,
Come
I
on.
don't think anyone can actually recognize you.
no, that's a good
technically.
thing. But like you guys,
Yeah,
it's
that's
I
the
know
point.
that they would look at me and be like,
recognize you.
"Who the fuck is that?" Not,
No,
"Oh,
I know-
Rizzler." You know?
Yeah, I get you what you mean.
Yeah.
Should I start working on the
Yeah, stand up
anti-air
and
guns
stretch.
now then, or are we'll deal with that after you blow up this exam room?
Well,
What are
I'm
we
just gonna go in with a bomb, and just
wing it?
just see what's going on in there. I'm not gonna do anything rash immediately, but if it ends poorly,
So, go ahead, Chris.
I was just gonna ask Alan. Alan, do you need like a jack and port or something? Do we need to find you to like a server room
stretch.
or something along those lines? Would that help? Probably
I mean-
out of the way of the main common room, which I can guarantee is under surveillance.
Yeah, for sure. It just depends. I can either, like we were saying before, I can either look for literally the base of
Thanks for
each
the
tower and
stretch.
go to them, or each missile launcher and go to each one individually and use my jack into them directly. Or if we can find wherever the security room is, I can use their facilities and shut them down all from there. But I have no idea where that could be, and I don't know how big this island is, so that could take a little time for looking. I mean, both of them involve time because I have to go to each individual thing. But yeah, either way, it's going to take a little time.
I feel like we should go and try and find like a mainframe to hack to get the blueprints.
the map.
To find the server room, right? I feel like going to each turret is far too time-consuming and
How many
meticulous.
turrets are there?
I think the captain's on a short fuse, if you know what I mean.
He
Did
literally can hear you.
Did
Did I
we
do that right?
notice
Yeah.
how
Okay.
many turrets there were?
It was hard as we were going by the islands to count the other one, but
Yeah.
from what we can see on this one, there's at least 4.
Fuck. Well, good we have 4 bombs. Fuck that, I'm probably gonna use one on not a turret.
That just means we have to hack into at least one.
Well, true. Give Alan something to do. All right, sick. Never mind, we're good.
Yeah, it all hinges on one skill check.
It always does. That's fucking D&D.
It's like Jenga genius. I love it.
Our ship
I'm-
could take 1 missile
Yeah,
or
I'm
2.
the Rizzler.
One turret.
The Rizzler's always one skill check away from death, and that's the way I like it.
That's living on the edge, literally.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we're just headed to the examination room right now.
Oh, 100%. I'm gonna fuck somebody
It's
up.
You guys-
ominous.
You guys go ahead. I want to study the food here. I get some of these munchies and figure out the poison of the stuff.
Oh, you think it's
You think
like
it's
an
in the
edible
food?
poison that's giving them like
Well, they
dimension
are
effectively.
all oddly obsessed with farming.
No, they're not. But
What do you mean, Irvin?
They, didn't the people that were corrected say they got into farming a lot of the time?
some of
The
them.
one guy.
Yeah, just the
Oh,
one guy we
yeah.
talked to.
Yeah, he
Because-
did the hydroponics lab, but like
Because
she's
Fireheart's
singing.
all up in video games, Tarika's
Yeah.
singing, Runo's
Seems like they're
fucking.
I thought it was like a
purpose.
shared interest that they all had was the same.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
No.
No, I feel like the similarity is that they're wiped of what their original intentions and directives were, and they're given a new priority or like, you know.
So we
A
should figure
purpose
out
to
the method
strive
of
for.
ingestion if it's not
Strange
the room.
genius.
Well, we know it's magically applied. But that's it.
Magic is bullshit.
Whoa, oh, right. Magic can be
You
eaten
could-
too, but
Yeah, you can eat magic, right?
yeah. Yeah.
The
So,
study
Irvin, you study the food. I trust you implicitly.
That's a bad idea.
You're a great researcher, and I respect what you do for science. I'm gonna go speak to the doctor
Please
here.
leave immediately. I'm kind of busy now.
Shizu's like looking as all 3 of the fucking party members split up in completely different directions. Alan's going to fucking like find the turret.
No,
Uh,
I'm
the
sticking with
captain's
the
going to
Rizzler.
motion
I don't
up.
know which turret we're blowing up yet, so I'm
Oh,
sticking with the
good call,
Rizzler.
good call, good call.
Yeah.
Stick with the guy with the short fuse. And
Yeah,
explosives.
we're only losing 1. I was just
Yeah.
going to express that maybe it's not a good idea to send Irvin off alone, but you know what? I've been wrong literally every time since I've met that guy.
That's the
So,
spirit.
whatever. Just send
That's
him.
the
It's gonna work.
spirit.
Shizu's gonna kind of like, you know, sidebar Alan a little bit. Can you make sure you, you know, watch over the captain? I'm actually gonna go and facilitate Irvin. There was someone that I wanted to talk to in the lab anyway.
A little
Um,
switcheroo.
Yeah, I can try and keep an eye on him.
He's not in his current general state. He's not as nonchalant as usual, so try and disarm him of the explosives before he blows our cover. Did I do that one right as well?
Yeah, that was perfect. I definitely don't want him to set off an alarm.
So good at this.
Yeah. Well, good job. Do you have like a book or something you're reading?
Actually, yes, I downloaded a couple of wikis and I was on the message boards online.
The
Nice.
message board.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I looked up
Oh.
bomb-related puns and analogies to work into conversation.
You're on the list now. That's great. Anyway,
no
yeah, I'll
worse
keep
of
an
a
eye on
list than an illegal fucking, you know, multi-planetary smuggler of goods, you know?
Sure. Okay. I'll keep an eye on him. Alright, so those two head towards the examination room. Irvin's doing what to the food?
Irvin is gonna go up to the drone that's handling the mess line and look
Okay.
at the menu.
Lunch lady bot.
Right. Yeah, it as far as you can see, there is no menu. It's basically there's just it is like a cafeteria style serving where there's trays out, and so the bot is essentially as you come up, it's like, what would you like?
The usual.
And it just like gets out a plate and gets a little bit of everything, and it looks like a very nice like continental breakfast, and then like a side section for a vegetarian version. So it like hands you a plate with literally a little bit of everything. Turns the sheet. Well, did you follow, Irvin?
I think Shizu is playing along. He thinks that Irvin is kind of like, keeping up a facade and like blending in. So she's just like, yeah, of course that's what you would do. I'm gonna get some food because I'm in the cafeteria. I'm gonna go and sit nonchalantly and see if I can glean anything about this
Please,
fucking
extra helping for him. He's a big boy.
Oh yes, more helpings of the regular. 2, please.
Of course. And it does it again, and then hands you a plate as well.
Is it the same?
Nice to the
It's
hydrate.
in bigger portions, but yeah.
Cool.
Tonight's beverage.
Nice.
Arizona green tea.
I pretty much want to go sit in the back
Best
and
drink
take out
on
my med
planet
kit
Earth.
and start doing tests for poison, or regular tests for foreign elements that would be in it.
Take out your kit, you can roll a medicine check. Nice. Okay, that's gonna take a little
It's
while
always
to
good.
run the diagnostic
Always.
scans and all
I'm
that
gonna switch
business.
headphones real quick.
Is Shizu sitting with him, talking with him? Does he get up to
Starting to
leave, to
bother
talk
me a little
to
bit.
any of the other people that are nearby?
The bottom side
I was
of
about to
the
say,
robot
I
thing's
think,
like really what it's
if
doing
possible,
with your
Shizu was gonna steer
They're like
Alan,
20 bucks.
while it is totally out of the way and like away from the main group and stuff. We're just sitting like on the other side of the table,
We're going
next
big
table
over,
over
here
from Horizon. You know what I mean? With our backs to him, essentially.
You're relatively close to Horizon, but it's not quite adjacent to him. So while Irvin is like doing that, and it's maybe like 5 minutes in, a few of the people have started to finish breakfast, and some of them are like getting up to put things away, and occasionally petering out of the room. Horizon finally. Huh?
You should ask him about everyone's schedules, figure out where everyone's going. Try and get like a quick diagnosis.
did.
of some-
They did all finish that like in sequence, right? That's.
No,
Yeah,
it
they-
wasn't like
They
a
placed
weirdly.
their forks
okay,
down all
okay.
at the
I'm
same
just saying,
time.
where are people going to figure out like locations that are on the island?
Okay, yeah, who should I ask?
Whoever the
Probably your friend Horizon would be a good start.
She's like kind of looks around at Horizon, tries to catch his eye.
As you're turning around to try and get his attention, he was also in the process of turning around. And then he like has his mouth open like he's gonna say something, but then you guys both turned around at the same time, and he like pauses again, just stares at you for a moment.
Oh my god, kiss.
Does he have his solar mode?
Nope.
Mmm.
I knew something was off. Shizu's she's going to like illuminate his little ball and have it like just float around his head just a little bit to like see if that rings a bell or does anything to jog his memory.
He like it definitely catches his eye, and you see his eyes follow it for a few moments, and then he looks back at you and he's like, "What is that?"
Oh, it's a it's a diagnostic tool that we use in, like swinging the watch in front of hypnotized people to like, break them out of a trance. It's kind of like that. I'm a doctor. Hi, what's your name? Are you a resident patient?
God damn it.
Yeah, no, I mean we're prisoners. I don't
Oh.
remember what I did though.
Well, that sounds ridiculous. How are you serving a sentence for actions that you can't remember?
Presumably I did them.
Well, how has it been?
It's nice, I guess. Boring, but nice.
What do you guys do?
Yeah,
Here, I mean, at the prison.
whatever you want, I guess. There's games to play, places to hike, cook, clean. I don't know. It's like I said, it's boring.
Do you remember anything about life before the prison?
I think I did something with weapons.
Did something
Maybe-
with weapons?
Yeah, I might have been a weapons vendor or something. Maybe I sold illegal arms and that's why I'm in jail.
Wow, that's a. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty dire crime.
See,
Why
the
would they
thing
want-
is, though, this is why it's weird. I don't know what that thing is. I feel like I should, and I don't know anything about weapons, even though I feel like I should.
What do you mean you don't know anything about weapons? Like, how about, I don't know, this, for example. You know, the pole, like, sticking out of his back. Kind of elongates it, looks at it. What do you think about this?
What do you think?
Yeah, it's a weapon, all right. I mean, I assume you stab people with it, so that's fine. But I mean, like, if I was selling guns, I couldn't tell you how to load a firearm.
It sounds like you'd be a pretty shitty salesman, but that's okay. I don't know. Shizu's, like, kind of perplexed. It's not the same fucking person. He doesn't know what to do. Looks over to Irvin. If he's done focusing on his food.
I don't.
I didn't
think it
befuddle
should be
me.
that short.
Yeah, it's
what's
still
that
going for a
estimated
bit.
time?
It probably is
Don't-
like 10 minutes.
Don't bother me. I'm busy.
Okay. Hey, where's everybody going now that breakfast is done?
He'll look over at the two that were leaving first, and he's like, that guy always goes on a jog in the morning, and he gestures to one of the humans that we had met on that first planet with the rebels and the hobgoblins. And that guy does something in the supply room all the time, and he points to Reigen, who's leaving.
Supply room?
Yeah, there's a
supply room.
I mean, there's a couple of supply rooms, but he always goes to the one that has all the cleaning supplies.
Oh my god.
What, Peter?
I just can't wait to see what Reigen's like. I have a theory.
What do you do after breakfast? What's your routine? Cycle. I should have said cycle.
Right now, I mean, I just was like looking at the ocean in the morning, and then I have to go to get my checkup for the day, and then I have lunch, and then I try to figure out why I'm here.
Your checkup?
Yeah, everyone has to go for a checkup at different times throughout the day. Mine's before lunch.
I'm assuming in the examination room. Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. Do you remember what happens in there? What checkup entails? And who performs them?
He sits up a little straighter and he's like, no, the checkups are very mundane and routine health examinations of our physical state administered by a drone. And then he kind of like slumps in his chair again. And his voice was like a little higher when he said that, and he like goes back to looking
it's
at
like
you
a
again.
pre-program,
Planted
pre-program
answer.
message.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, so Manchurian. Holy shit. Sleeper agent. Well, that's fucking highly disturbing. Gonna look over at Irvin, like doing his fucking chemical concoctions on the food, running the talk screen. Okay, well, thank you so much for the information. I'm sure that this will be super.
Just
Yes,
one more thing. Has anyone new come to the island the past day or so?
Yeah,
What's he
human. I think he's getting his checkup right now.
right now.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since shortly after he arrived.
And then smash cut.
It was like
Hard
kicks open the
fast.
door.
Wipe.
Yeah,
Hard wipe.
kick open the examination door, which it isn't needed. It's a not locked area. But you see, it looks like exactly what you would like a regular doctor's office where you sit and you wait to see your own doctor. Right now, it's a relatively small room. It's got a couple of health signs on the wall, a sink, examination chair for you to sit on, etc. The only difference between like what you would think of right now is there's no like computer or anything inside. What there is a floating little like circular drone about the size of like a radio or a person's head, basically. It's just floating there, and as it turns, when we open the door, it just like you can hear it scanning us for a moment, and then it's like, "Welcome, guests, to the island. I hope your stay is pleasant."
Thank you. What you doing?
Administering to patients who need to come here for a checkup.
What is
This
that?
is our health area.
Oh, wonderful. May I observe?
There are no checkups scheduled at the moment. You'll have to come back later.
Oh. When is the next checkup?
Due to patient confidentiality, I would need to have permission to allow you in the room while we perform these. So I can't give out any I can't give out any records or information like that.
Fucking HIPAA coming after me. Hold on.
Freaking magic insurance agent boy.
Bingo bango. Hold
No,
on.
no, now he's super scientific doctor boy.
I meant Peter. Like,
Oh, you mean like literally the player? Nice. Oh yeah. What about Shimmer boy?
What's the room look like? Are there any other drones or cameras or any kind of like obvious surveillance equipment?
You can roll a perception check to look around.
Yeah, let's
I'll
do
have Alan roll one as well.
that. Oh Jesus, 12. That's not great.
I also rolled a 6. Yeah, both of them glance around. They see no obvious cameras. This appears to be the only drone. Like I said, it's a relatively small room, so not that big.
Yeah. Are there any other doors, or is the only door the one that we came through?
Yeah, just the one that goes in and out
Oh, okay.
that we can
Well,
see anyway.
In that case. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Do I clear that with you, or the patient, or the prison? Who do I clear that with first? And then do I come back? Like, what's that process? Like, it's for my research. I'd love to be able to watch the process.
You would have to speak to the front desk assistant who can upgrade your passes.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll be seeing you soon. And he walks out the door, and he just waits outside till somebody comes walking in.
Me and you are standing out. Alan's like,
Yeah.
you want to just go in there and like shoot it or something?
Oh, yeah, I'm a little curious to see, like, if I can glean anything from the magic, and, like, if it's somebody we, like, I care about all these people, but if it's, like, somebody we really care about, yeah, I'm killing that shit right away.
You think that's the thing that actually does it?
No, but it might give us some insight as to what is actually doing it.
That's fair. Okay, we're just waiting here till someone shows up then.
Yep.
They only wait 10 minutes before Irvin's test comes back. It looks as if there's nothing suspicious or special in the food.
well, I'm hungry, so 1 second. Yeah.
You guys have a delicious breakfast. It's actually quite good.
Damn.
Compliments to the chef, I guess.
I thought they said the drone cooking wasn't good. I guess one of the prisoners was doing it.
Maybe he was a picky
Maybe
eater.
maybe it was Dizzy or the other person, because they were missing.
They are still
Or-
missing.
Okay.
Mm.
Reconvene with the people in the room.
Reconvene. I mean, supposedly there's inspection or assessment going on right now, right?
Yeah.
If Horizon's
Good.
to be believed.
Yeah, let's go check.
So you guys run down the hall, but see Alan and Riz standing in the hall waiting next to that door.
Are you guys in line as well?
Yep.
There's a drone in there, and it told us we weren't allowed to be in there about the exams or checkups.
Yeah,
But
but
it said there was a guy getting a checkup right now.
yeah, so
Yeah.
unless there are multiple exam rooms or like,
Oh.
look, this is the only door, so like, I imagine somebody will walk by and we could just follow him in.
You could ask the drone if there's other inspection rooms.
Is that going to change the drone's allowance of us to be there while he's doing one of these assessments?
No, but like, I could fake it.
Could we fake it right now?
Oh no, I have to see who's coming in so I can disguise myself as them, put a dampened magic spell on myself so I could really get a very direct line into what the fuck is going on. And that's why I need Irvin here to knock him out too.
Okay, so you're going undercover.
Yeah.
You're relying on Irvin
To knock somebody out?
incapacitate the
Oh yeah.
Actually, drugs. No,
Yeah,
that's a good
he's a
point.
pro.
Take that
Better than
back.
brute force. You know, I was thinking the old-fashioned, the rough 'em and tough 'em way.
I mean,
It's not a bad idea though, Irvin. We can ask if there's other examination rooms.
Yeah.
Door opens.
Hey, you got? Is this like the only? Is this the only room you guys do this in? Like,
Yes.
Well, someone's fucking lying. 'Cause someone said there was a checkup. Like another guy just came. What the hell's going on?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the medical practices and procedures of patients here with you until your authority is upgraded.
We're doing a medicinal audit. We've already been confirmed to actually have our weapons. As you can see, I think we probably have every jurisdiction that we need. You should probably double check your system files.
Your guest passes indicate that you are with the authorities, which is not a medical practice.
Does it supersede medical practice?
No.
This is the famous Dr. Wolfenstein. We're conducting incredibly important research. Trust me, check your system again.
I can check it in real time. You're not approved to check their medical records.
She's just gonna try and fucking do some winks at Alan.
He's like, what do you want me to do right now? You want me to check it right now?
Is this how robots work? Help! Captain,
But-
doctor? Hello?
By front desk, do they mean like off the island or?
Yeah, the guy at the
Yeah,
front of the island who gave you the passes.
Okay.
But as you're talking to this and being like, doesn't it supersede or whatever, you see Alan just slide. Yeah, you're distracting it. He just slides behind it into the room behind him, into the room behind the drone.
Look, I just got off the phone with my guy who's trying to get me clearance with your guy so we can upgrade our passes. And look, I'm kind of strapped for nice fucking job. I'm just trying to do my job as you're just trying to do your job. We'll wait patiently to get the clearance. Thanks for being patient with us and answering our questions or lack thereof. You're a great drone.
You're a great drone, but you're totally infringing on our legal right to supervise this procedure. We've been
That is
sent
true.
by higher-ups to do this.
That is true.
Doctor, you cannot let him sully
Look,
your
hey,
viability as
hey.
a Nobel-starred
I
warrior.
know you're new to this whole research thing, but I need you to take a step back and follow the process.
When your passes are upgraded, and it gets shut down and just falls to the ground.
Oh, thank fuck, I hated that guy.
Alan's like, I turned it off.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Quick, Alan. I knew we could count on you. Well done.
I mean, I guess it worked out, so.
He's gonna kind of give a high five as we go. It's fine. Now I guess we just wait for the next person who gets, I don't know.
Was a checkup?
Yeah,
Waiting,
was it?
waiting. I got places to be, bitches.
Alan.
Where are you
Places
going
to
now?
visit.
Yeah,
I don't know. We're gonna figure it out.
I love that
We'll
idea.
Figure it out.
Alan, do you
Did
see
everyone
that
eat much of
conveniently
the
placed
food
computer
actually-
over there?
There's no computer in this room.
Fuck!
There's just the
Well,
drone.
no, she
You
can-
see
he
that
can pull from the memory
conveniently-
thanks to the
yeah.
robot.
See that
Yeah, yeah.
conveniently placed computer in the drone's body known as its brain?
I do see that.
Find
That
out
we just
everything
incapacitated
you
and
can.
Brought into the room.
Okay. I will begin working on it. Sit
Shizu,
down,
watch
looks up
the
to
door.
fucking drone.
Irvin, do
Watch it.
your thing.
Okay, bye.
Where is Irvin going?
Where's the closest
Everyone's gonna
airbag?
just like everyone's gonna follow what's it called? Not Horizon. Bull.
He's gonna try and find Reagan.
Love it.
Yeah.
You do a perception check, see if you find him. Oh no, Horizon told you where the supply closet was, right? Because you asked him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you head over to the supply closet where Reagan was supposed to be. You open it up. You see he is in. It's actually like slightly bigger than the examination room, because it looks like it's a storage closet. It just has a bunch of shelves and stuff on the side. And Reagan is in there, and you see in one hand he just has a bunch of different cleaners, and in the other he's like going from spot to spot, and he pulls out a cleaner, and then he like unrolls it, and he sniffs it, kind of glances at you, rolls it back up, sets it down, goes to a different one, and just is like continue. He looks like seems like he's just smelling or testing them or something, and then occasionally he likes it or whatever and puts it in his hand that he's carrying. But other than his quick glance at you, he doesn't say anything to you.
Reagan, what's up? How is everything?
How do you know that name?
Oh, interesting.
Do you not recognize me?
I would recognize you if we had met.
Damn.
Buddy. How long you been here?
7 days.
Was there anyone that moved off the island?
Oh, good question.
Since I've been here,
Maybe it's
Yeah.
got it.
no, just additions.
So this is a new island.
I don't know if it was new, but it was only 2 other occupants when I arrived.
Who were?
The drow and the little furry man with 4 arms.
So Horizon and Tarika were the first?
No, the furry man with 4 arms.
Oh, furry man with 4 arms. Oh shit!
That's the guy that we did the fucking.
No, they have Carmelar!
Noble, the Baron Noble guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck! We didn't know Carmelar was on the list. Shit!
He's like the fucking doctor in Jurassic Park. If
Oh,
you ever-
Yeah, he is.
he is.
Yeah,
I
he's like
love
verbatim. I watched
Carmelar.
that the other day. I was like, oh, I figured it out. I knew I had seen him somewhere.
God, I love that guy.
How have your checkups been? Do you go to the place in the cafeteria? Or near it, rather?
I haven't in 2 days, but
Why
I
not?
haven't been told to go.
Are you told you're going
Oh,
to leave the island
That's
anytime soon,
interesting
or-
because Tarika said it was
No.
daily. So it's an at.
How are they told?
What
I
what
thought it
happened
was
after your last
just
checkup?
a scheduled
Or-
event.
After my last one, and he like finally sets down one of the last things, and he like counts the bottle. He's like, I think this is enough for now. Okay. He turns like, can you walk and talk at the same time, or do we have to be here for this?
Oh, I sink much better on my feet.
Okay, good. Let's go. And he starts walking away, and then he basically is leading you out of this building for now. So you're walking for a little bit, and he's like, after my last checkup, they said I did exceptionally well, and they would tell me when I needed another one. They haven't told me anything about leaving yet, though.
So is your daily life just cleaning 24/7, or is there other stuff?
Yes, yeah, I choose to do that. I quite enjoy it.
And you're fine not remembering anything before 7 days ago.
I remember things.
Like what?
I have always quite enjoyed cleanliness, and I would especially like to keep everything perfectly sanitized if possible. So I want to continue that. Where I lived before was very
slowly
sanitized.
lifts up his shirt, showing his fucking scars from the necrograss.
Actually, yeah. Is his skin like well tended now? Because
I mean, he's clean, but he's
did he
still
graft himself?
no. I mean, he has from like neck rest from before, but
So how do you explain your like how do you get those scars on your body?
well, I mean, unfortunately, I can't account for the talentlessness of other medical professionals. I had
Well,
issues.
why did you need surgery? What happened?
Various health issues came up throughout my life. I'm quite old. I don't know if you know.
Is he actually old?
I mean, he's like older, but he's not like
Older.
old man.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Let me think about this and
Old,
go back
by
to
the way.
Okay.
It's fucking hilarious.
So, oh yeah, I was doing computer checks to hack this drone. That's what I was doing. Not ideal, but the drone is off, so nothing bad happens to me. So I can just keep trying unless I get even worse. Okay, that's better. Okay, so he spends probably the duration of Irvin speaking momentarily with Reagan as they're walking around, and we're like waiting for the next person to show up. And Alan's going through it, and he's like, okay, this, I mean, I can get some information off of it from its local system. It's not, when it's turned off, it's not attached to the larger system of information for this facility, but still, it's got some basic programming in it, so I can get a map at the very least. Would we
I
like
think
that?
that's a great start. Yeah.
Okay. We'll get the map. And so he spends a little more time throwing some shit in, and after a moment, it's like, okay, this is just a map of the basic facilities, but there is, it just has a highlight over the examination room that we're in. But there's nothing else on this map that would
No, like protocol.
no.
Yeah, in the system code, is there anything about like, executable functions in terms of the procedure?
It honestly, this drone doesn't even seem like it's a medical drone. This one seems like it's a sentry. Like it has a laser gun in it.
Oh, can you take that out?
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah, I
you guys
could-
probably want that.
Yeah. I mean,
Huh.
well, it's installed for a drone. I mean, we'd have to adjust it if we wanted to just shoot it, but I don't think
Yeah,
it's that powerful. But
Just, disarm it.
yeah, I could do that easy enough. But yeah, this seems like a basic sentry combat drone. It doesn't seem like a medical drone at all.
Why would there be a sentry combat drone in the examination room when we were told, Irvin and I, that there was an examination happening as we were speaking
If you could believe
back in the
it.
cafeteria?
It also was masquerading as a medical drone, so it's definitely been programmed on purpose
Yeah.
to either lie or it's mistaken or something.
What the hell?
Is there anything else notable about this room, or is it just fairly empty with the drone in it? Like, were we just fucking deceived?
You could do
Like-
another perception check if you want to
Yeah, like, is there even, like, a fucking...
Look like closer for like the legitimacy
Or, like, an
of...
examination table, or, yeah, anything that would indicate some kind of treatment occurs in this room?
Yep.
Or can
So
I
as you
check
look
for,
at-
like, magical runes as well?
Enchantment.
So you're looking around the room, just the cursor glance. It does look like it's a legitimate, just basic examination room. It's got the long chair for people to sit down. You pull open some of the
Okay.
drawers. There are medical instruments in them, etc. It doesn't look like any of them have ever been touched or used. They're all pristine, brand new, just sitting there. But as you're going through, you don't see any mystical runes or anything like that. But in one corner of the room, your perception check notes that there's actually against the wall underneath one of the medical posters, you're like feeling for seams and different things like that. You find a button.
Oh, I pushed that button.
Click.
Yo, Silpco!
That was the answer.
You
Can we
hit the
quick save
button.
before we do this? Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
quick save. You see a secret door open up behind the place where you sit down in the chair.
Fuck yeah,
With a
those
little,
secret doors.
it opens up into a
Oh,
relatively dark hallway with stairs leading down.
Dude, I thought you were gonna do like the fucking da 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 from Zelda. No?
I have
Yeah.
much better taste than that.
I like this good. It's kind of like the hipster.
Better
That's okay.
taste?
I guess it's like
offensive.
more on theme in terms of like aesthetic.
Man, I don't know
Zelda's
about.
like far too fantastical, right?
I don't think it's an issue of taste, but if Taming wants to fucking throw the first stone. Adventure
baby.
down the dark staircase, baby.
Are we
Of
waiting
course,
for
where else
Irvin? We're
would
just
we
going
go?
down.
You know,
Can we?
Fine.
Irvin will find us
comms?
eventually.
Yeah, we could call him. He's got a personal comm on him.
Yeah, we should probably send him a message and reconvene. This
Um,
is probably where we need to load all the C4. I mean, brick computers.
We don't know that yet. Rizzler's just gonna text Irvin and be like, "Found secret entrance in back of exam room, going
Is it,
down."
like, audio dictation.
Yeah, going down dark staircase. We disarmed the sentry bot. See you later.
So yeah, as Irvin is like asking him, and you see Reagan has led you outside of the main building, and he's entering the smaller building that was off to the left when you first got here, and you see this is like the dorm rooms, basically. So he's leading you in there, and he's walking into the first one, and he's literally starting to like OCD clean everything in here and like disinfect, wipe, and everything like that. But he seems like he's willing to entertain your questions as long as you want when you get that test. Or
Yeah,
text.
I think we should keep the camera on them though. I have questions to ask, but I feel like the pacing.
Look,
is good.
We're 10 minutes out, so I was like, if you had any other like last minute questions or whatever, we could do that, and then we'll end the session.
Oh,
We'll end before we
do.
start the adventure.
Bend down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to clean blood or anything? Anything weird on the island?
There
Interesting
was
Ominous.
two. I did have to clean blood, and he like sticks his head out of the room that he was cleaning, and he points down the hall and he's like, that way, second room on the left. Two people arrived. They were injured. Their room had blood stains. Had to clean the blood.
Who were they?
That was a dragon woman and a rat woman.
Okay. What areas aren't you allowed to clean, or only recently are allowed to?
I'm not allowed to clean the examination room. That's the only area I'm not allowed to clean.
Right. Where's the new guy? The guy that just came in the last day or so.
He went into the examination room. He hasn't come back out yet.
Okay, gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And you don't remember how treatment started. You just have always been here.
No, I was not here before, but then I was taken prisoner by the authorities, and I was brought here, and then I had to go to treatment my first day. And
in
I
the
don't.
examination room.
Yeah, in the examination room, and it was a very normal, legitimate physical examination of my bodily health. But then after that, yeah.
Okay. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Okay. Good luck.
Just
Starts
run back
cleaning
over.
again. Alright. Perfect. You reconvene as you're like 10 steps above us or whatever. You ran over, and that's where we'll pick up again next time, descending into the dark stairs of this mind-controlled dystopian prison.
Oh god, I hate every
Fucking
fucking
dark,
part
dude.
of this, man. This one I am the most fucking worried about. Like, I have the most anxiety about
Dude, I
this
think it's
entire.
because Tarika didn't validate you, dude. It's like shell shocked you to oblivion.
It's
You're, like,
that,
still in pieces.
but the whole implication of this is so fucked up. I hate it,
Oh, totally.
but I'm so invested.
I was gonna say, this was like a really interesting, good RP session, mostly.
Yeah.
Bullshit fucking
Mostly.
shit for 2 weeks, dude.
Mostly
was
because
wrong?
We
Hold
spent on
on.
this for
No,
2 weeks.
I mean, mostly in terms of duration. There was like 30 or so minutes that was like a shopping episode.
Yeah.
most of it was just RPing and like theory crafting.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
said. Mostly
playing.
it was an RP session. So
100%.
very cool.
Pete,
What
can you make a
cliffhanger
shock
for
face?
Weeks. Jesus.
Can I what? A shock
Make a
face?
shock face? Yeah.
YouTube thumbnail.
Oh, hold on. Let me do one more.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good one.
Perfect. Yeah, that sucks. After all that talking, you have to wait 3 weeks, basically.
I,
2 weeks, and then, yeah, the actual...
on the third
final
week.
Yeah. Well, let the suspense build.
It's a good
Minds go
cliffhanger.
everywhere. I know that was actually like
Maybe-
perfectly cinematically timed as a cliffhanger.
Maybe we can start a thread on the Chris James subreddit and do
Right.
theory crafting about what's down in the basement and how this entire, facility is doing it.
I fully
there you go, there,
encourage
that's
this
your
meme to be an actual place where you guys use to discuss campaign shit.
Oh my
That's
God.
totally hilarious.
I'm
You
so
could also
into that.
commiserate with my other players being like,
Yes.
Chris James is game so fucking hard.
It's actually gonna turn into like a fucking Chris James fanboy subreddit. Jesus Christ.
No, it's gonna turn it. It's gonna turn into a fucking hate subreddit. It'll just be like, God, this guy fucking
trolling him.
sucks when he does this
Yeah.
particular thing. We'll become the Helldivers 2 subreddit, where it's just harsh critique for no good reason.
There's gonna be an
Things
entire
are too
thread.
hard.
There's gonna be an entire thread about how to trick Chris into doing NPC on NPC conversations.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, yeah.
Like different scenarios and like ways
Yeah.
to like get him into it.
A
Yeah.
thread on like
Oh,
what
yeah,
his facial
and, like,
tics
how-
mean when he's
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
lie in character.
Chris's
do I?
Chris's micro expressions tier list.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Lie to Me. Have you guys ever seen that show? It's
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
It's a good
yeah, it's
show.
a cruel investigator that can like fucking instantly see.
Oh my God.
We can do like an
Hilarious.
AI analysis of your face, dude. We have a lot of data.
Oh god,
We have
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
video. Yeah, we could run it through like an algorithm or something. I'm sure that
Uh,
we'll put
hate
that
it.
within 2 weeks.
Yeah,
While we're all busy
terrible.
doing stuff.
Okay.
Cool beans.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
Fun.
great session.
Good. 3 weeks.
3
Everyone
weeks.
enjoy their vacations and whatnot.
Chris,
your
what do you
Yeah.
want? Next week I'm going to
Birthday.
California for a birthday.
Got it. And then, Peter, I'm sorry, I never actually clarified. What are you doing in terms of a marriage thing? You're going to a.
I'm going to a wedding this weekend.
Got it. Got it. Cool.
Then I'll be
Nice.
back for a week. And then the following week, I'm road tripping up to Canada.
You're driving?
Yeah.
I assumed you were flying.
Mm-mm.
Cool. Nice. Have a good time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lovely drive, actually.
Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. I get to throw rocks at Chris's window. It's gonna be perfect.
Have we decided the vandalism kind of like brick through the window?
Yeah, we
or,
talked
like,
about this
little
last week,
pebbles?
where it's
Yeah,
pebbles
but
at
you
first
threw it
and
to
then
make
a
sure it
brick.
hits it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. It's all flooding back to me.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Hilarious.
Oh boy.
Do you think that the plan is gonna lose any validity or potency because we're telling Chris in the call with him?
No,
Honestly.
because I would first have
Never
to.
fucking expect it, dude.
I would first have to find his house and then carve time out of that already pretty narrow time frame of day because I have to get to
Drive-by.
the ferry.
Literally with the drive-by.
Yeah. So unless I leave early enough in the morning, because I already have to leave at 8 in the morning. Unless I leave earlier enough to carve out time to specifically drive to his house to throw rocks at his window,
Maybe
he
it's on the
should.
return trip. Maybe it's on the
Right.
He'll never expect that.
Right. But that's a lot of effort for one
It
bit.
really is.
How committed to the bit are you, Peter?
I guess we'll have to find out
Oh shit! Next time on Dragon Ball.
on May 1st, the next D&D stream where you can catch me and these other kooks.
Hell yeah.
And you'll hear all about whether or not I threw rocks at the window, and if I did, I will have a video to prove it.
Alright.
All right,
guys.
GG everyone.
Bye.
Guys, thanks for.
Thanks for watching. Oh yeah.